Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We're prepared now to open this hearing for the Illinois Board of Review for today, November 18th, 2025. This first portion of our hearing will be to hear uncontested matters, meaning matters for which there is no conflict between the parties. The law department will put on record of all those matters, after which we will take a short executive session and return to hear the balance of today's hearing list. Okay, is anyone present from the law department to place matters on the record?
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Logue for the city.
Good afternoon.
Shoot. I think I have audio on my laptop. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. So the first preliminary matter I want to call to the board's attention, cases 2 and 3, and I'll read the appeal numbers in a moment, concern the same appellant and property address. Case number 3, that's appeal ending in 0000388, address 3640 North Darien Street, appellant Jose Carcamo. That violation was written in error, so the appeal is moot.
Thank you.
Case number 6, similar situation. Case number 6 and 7 involve the same appellant and property address. Case number 6 specifically, and that's the appeal ending in 418, address 4228 Lancaster Ave, appellant Dorothea Mason. That violation was reissued as the violation in case number 7. And so case number 6 and 6 alone is moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Next is case number 8 on our list, appeal ending in 442, address 2748 North 29th Street, appellant 29th HHS Inc. That matter is moot.
Thank you. Just for clarity's sake, 7 then there's been no determination for 7 yet, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
And my colleague, I think, has an update on that one.
Okay.
Next is case number 9 on our list, appeal ending in 446, address 2708 Wharton Street, appellant Fu Hun. That matter is moot complied.
Thank you.
Next is case number 10 on our list, appeal ending in 455, address 1816 67th Ave, appellant 331 West Gerard LLC. That matter is also moot complied.
Thank you.
Next is case number 14 on the list, appeal ending in 704, address 1525 North 16th Street, appellant Bo Hu. That matter is moot complied. Next is case number 15 on the list, appeal ending in 706, address 4806 Alcott Street, appellant Gabriel Sephora. That matter is moot complied. Next is case number 16 on the list, appeal ending in 708, address 6171 East Haines Street, appellant AGH Property Services LLC, and the attorney entered in that matter, Andrew Miller, withdraw the appeal on October 8th.
Thank you.
Next is case number 17, appeal ending in 713, address 3346 Diston Street, appellant Zhongguang Zhang. That matter is moot complied.
Yes.
Turning to case number 18 on the list, appeal ending in 719, address 5456 North Warnock Street, appellant David Johnson. That matter is moot complied. Next is case number 21, appeal ending in 751, address 860 Cotman Ave, appellant Auto Experts USA LLC, and I have that matter as continued administratively.
Thank you.
Next is case number 23, appeal ending in 812, address 1859 Sepviva Street, appellants Christopher and Carolina Gress. That violation was written in error and the appeal is moot.
Thank you.
Next is case number 24, appeal ending in 823, address 7820 Devon Street, appellant Andrea Capecci. That is a city continuance request that is unopposed by the appellant. And the background to that request is this is a retaining wall that was designated unsafe by the Department of License and Inspections, and other properties that are touching the retaining wall need to be notified.
Okay, thank you. That's noted. Let's continue.
Okay. Next is case number 25 on the list, appeal ending in 856, address 900 South 47th Street, appellant Irma Beirut. That is an appellant continuance request that is unopposed by the city.
Okay. Thank you.
Next is case number 26, appeal ending in 869, address 1817 Carlton Street, appellant Deepam Patel. That appeal was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Next is case number 30, appeal ending in 935, address 1012 South Colorado Street, appellant Gina Battaglini. That matter is moot complied.
Thank you.
Next is case number 32, appeal ending in 955, address 200 North 16th Street, appellant Jackie DeClaudio. That matter is moot complied. Next is case number 33, appeal ending in 956, address 4214 Otter Street, appellant Lionel Archer Jr. And there's an agreement for that matter, and the terms of it are city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Next is case number 34, appeal ending in 972, address 1518 North 56th Street, appellant Tahira Tyler, and that is an appellant continuance request unopposed by the city.
Thank you.
Next is case number 36, appeal ending in 1000, address 3182 Richmond Street. Appellant is The Palace Entertainment Inc., doing business as Bear Elegance. That is an appellant continuance request unopposed by the city.
Thank you.
Next is case number 37, appeal ending in 1005, address 7219 Woodland Ave. Appellant Cyril Anyanwu, doing business as the New Avenue Auto Body and I guess that's mechanic shop. That has been continued to December 2nd to be heard with a related appeal.
Okay, thank you.
Next is case number 40, appeal ending in 1015, address 304 East William Street, appellant Land Ho LLC. That matter is moot.
Thank you.
Next is case number 41, appeal ending in 1040, address 1501 Cotman Ave, appellant John, Peter, and Paul Associates. There's an agreement in that matter, and the terms of it are city affirm with a 120-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
Next is case number 42, appeal ending in 1044, address 1541 West Passyunk Ave, appellant An Luong, and an attorney recently entered his appearance in that matter and has requested a continuance that is unopposed by the city.
Thank you.
Next is case number 43, appeal ending in 1047, address 8300 Germantown Ave, appellant Christ Ascension Lutheran Church. That appeal was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Next is case number 45, appeal ending in 1073, address 1630 Conlin Street, appellant Gwendolyn Robbins. That matter is moot complied.
Thank you.
Next is case number 49, appeal ending in 1130, address 2262 North Bouvier Street, appellant Camille Watson. That matter is moot complied.
Thank you.
And then I think I just have two more. Case number 51, appeal ending in 1161, address 222 South 43rd Street, appellant Fang Yi. That matter is moot complied. And then I have two emergency add-ons that have been resolved. That's case number 59, appeal ending in 3919, address 3445 Melville Street. Case number 60 as well is the same address, and it's appeal ending in 3920. Same appellant, Port Richmond Warehousing LLC. Case number 60 is moot complied, and case number 59, the appeal ending in 3919. There's an agreement there for a city affirm with a stay of enforcement pending a zoning board decision.
Is there a particular timing and place on that, or is it just open-ended?
I think typically for ZBA matters, we've continued them for 180 days, but I'll ask my colleague to speak to that.
Okay.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly on behalf of the city. This is my case. So the zoning board hearing is tomorrow. There's a chance though that it gets continued. So the language is just for it to be continued pending that outcome. Hopefully that's resolved tomorrow, but it may be resolved in December or January.
Okay, so I guess what I'm asking, you're comfortable with it being an open-ended
Correct.
continuance?
Correct.
So that could be from now until 2 years from now?
It's pending the outcome of the ZBA hearing.
Okay, all right,
Thank you.
okay. Yeah. So the record will reflect that it's pending the ZBA hearing. Thank you.
And I do have actually one additional matter that I think I would characterize as being uncontested. This is case number 46, appeal ending in 1084, address 5141 Pine Street. The appellant is Wyatt Jones. And in this matter, there's a joint continuance request to allow for an inspection to confirm the status of the violations. I believe they've been complied, and the appellant is present in the room.
The appellant is present?
Yes.
Okay, is the appellant present? Wyatt Jones, are you present? Okay, sir, would you come forward? Oh, 46. Yeah. Okay, sir, would you, Mr. Jones?
Yes.
Yes, would you give us your name on the record, please? Just speak into the microphone. Your name, sir?
Okay. It's Wyatt Sinclair Jones.
Jones. Okay, thank you, sir. The court reporter, did you get that?
Chair, I did not catch the gentleman's middle name.
Okay, Mr. If you could,
Sinclair.
Sinclair, Wyatt Sinclair Jones?
Yes.
Okay, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay, Mr. Jones, given that you're present, just want you to tell us if you agree with what the law department representative has said in terms of continuance. You agree, in agreement?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, all righty. And just for sake of clarity on the record, would you repeat the,
Sure. So this is case number 46, appeal ending in 1084, address 5141 Pine Street, and the appellant is Wyatt Jones. And this is a joint continuance request for an inspection.
okay. And so we're going to continue this matter to allow for an inspection by the license and inspections, okay? They'll come out and take a look at your property, okay?
Okay,
And we'll reschedule the hearing if we need to.
right.
Okay, thank you, sir. Have a good afternoon. You're done for today.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
And I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Chairman Woodson, I do have 5 other moots to read into the record.
Yes, we're getting to you. Just one
Okay.
moment. Just one moment. Anyone else in the room who has a preliminary uncontested matter?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Mr. Roddy, I think you may need to turn the mic on.
No, it's on.
It's on? Oh, okay.
I'm very soft spoken.
Not usually. Okay. Please proceed.
Thank you. Number 27 on the list, Appeal HA 2025-000874, 90 Red Lion Road. That matter is moot complied.
Moot complied. Thank you.
Number 29 on the list, HA 2025-000932, 667 East Clearfield Street. That is moot complied.
Thank you.
Mr. Reuter, on case number 27, it's noted that there's an attorney, Meredith Furlinger.
Yes, Ms. Furlinger and I have had discussions and we've agreed that it was moot complied. I don't see her here today. If she is.
Well, just as long as you and as counsel, you've,
Oh, definitely, yes. And I think she was included.
okay.
Yeah. Let's see where we, number 39 on the list, HA 2025-001011, 1244 North Dover Street. That matter, this violation is withdrawn as issued in error and it should be marked moot.
Moot. Thank you.
At number 48 on the list, HA 2025-001112 for 1677 Margaret Street. Mr. Dannenberg represents the appellant. He requested a continuance in the matter and the city has no objection.
Okay, so that matter will be continued.
Okay, that's it for me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else in the room with an uncontested preliminary matter? If not, we will hear from those online. Oh, we do have someone. Yes, please.
Yes,
Yes,
good morning.
Good morning.
This is for matter number 7.
We'll need your name.
It's HA 2020. Oh, sorry. Amy Skiles on behalf of the city of Philadelphia.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7, HA 2025-00419 for 4228 Lancaster Avenue. The appellant is Dorothea Mason. I spoke to Miss Mason, and we are going to complete an interior inspection of the property. So there's been an agreement to continue the matter for today.
Continue it to allow for interior inspection.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, anyone else in the room with a preliminary uncontested matter? If not, we will now finally go to Mr. Rulo, who has used the raised hand symbol. Mr. Rulo, what do you have?
Good afternoon, board members. If I could direct your attention to numbers 52 through 56 on the list, and those are appeals ending 2288, 2289, 2290, 2291, and 2292 concerning 2407 through 2413 North 6th Street. And the appellant for all 5 of those matters is Jerome Blunt. Each of those matters is moot.
Moot?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, do you have anything else, Mr. Rulo? Is that it? I guess that's it.
That is it. If I could please be
Okay.
excused.
You may be excused. Mr. Fernandez.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon, members of the board. This regards case number 58 on the list, appeal number ending 3548, appellant Elegance Group LLC. It is a contractor license revocation appeal. I was contacted on Friday by newly retained attorneys for Elegance Group, Meredith Furlinger from Dilworth Paxson, and her colleague Pete Bryant. They indicated to me they had just been retained and would be requesting a continuance to have time to prepare for the hearing. Given that it was a first listing and a continuance was almost sure to be granted, the city did not oppose the request. but did request that the matter be scheduled for the next available listing that wasn't December 2nd because Mr. Best, who I believe will be primarily handling the case, had a conflict on that date. The continuance was granted administratively after I think yesterday the board administration indicated they would grant the continuance administratively, but I wanted to make sure that that the board was aware of that and that it was off the list for today's hearing.
Well, it's still listed, but we will note the request for continuance. I should also note for the record that this matter was granted an emergency appeal based on a specific request from the appellant. And so I'm not sure, was there a different legal counsel at that time?
I don't believe so, Mr. Chairman. No lawyer was entered on the actual appeal. It is a corporate entity that is subject to the license revocation, so an attorney was required. I had reached out or attempted to reach out. I didn't actually make contact to the appellant to inform them that they would need an attorney to go forward with their appeal. And then I got an email from Ms. Furliger and Dilworth Paxton on Friday saying that they had just been retained.
Okay. The only point of me putting on the record is that they pressed really hard to get an emergency listing and to get ahead of everyone else, and now they aren't prepared. So
yes, and it would be the city's preference as well that this be handled as quickly as possible. Again, it is a contractor license revocation involving well, I'll leave it there since I don't know if
okay. All right, we've noted for the record that it's continued. So we will see what we do when it's brought up again. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That concludes my business for today.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else online that has a preliminary uncontested matter? Anyone else? Please use the raise hand icon if you do. I'm referencing members of the Philadelphia Law Department. Anyone else? If not, we will conclude this portion of our hearing. Be a short executive session. We will return to hear the balance of today's list. Thank you. We're now prepared to hear the balance of our list. Before we begin, though, there are several things I'd like to share, particularly with the appellants who are joining us from the comforts of their home. This is a formal hearing, so we expect and require that you present yourselves as if you were in the room. That means no reclining in your beds or your easy chair. You must be dressed appropriately, no eating or drinking or smoking while the hearing is in progress. And if you're a gentleman, we're asking you to remove your headgear unless there's a religious reason you need to wear such headgear. Also, if you are in a vehicle, we will not hear your case unless you are parked in a safe place. We cannot hear cases, people who are moving. So please note that we will do everything we can to make sure everyone is heard. These proceedings are being recorded by a court reporter as well as the system itself, but the a reporter cannot record two voices at once. Only one person can be heard at a time. So each of us will have to be patient to allow the person who's speaking to complete their thought. And when you're called upon, you will be allowed to respond. Thank you very much. We do have at least two matters from executive session we need to share with the body and get a response from the law department. The first matter is number 12, ending in 0702, 126-28 South 49th Street, Pine Lake Management Associates, LLP. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Kristen Patchell for the city.
Good afternoon, Ms. Patchell. Is anyone present from Pine Lake Management Associates? Anyone present? Anyone present? Pine Lake Management Associates. Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 126-28 South 49th Street on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 30th, 2025.
Okay, thank you. There's no response, Ms. Patchell. What is your pleasure?
The city would ask that you dismiss the appeal for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
1:14 p.m.
1:14 p.m. We uphold the board regarding HA 2025-000702, 126-28 South 49th Street, Pine Lake Management Associates, LP. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you very much. The second matter is ending in 0899, 2300 North Colorado Street, Asia Mini Market, Inc. Who's representing the city on that matter?
Good afternoon again. Kirsten Patchell for the city.
Okay, is anyone present from the Mini Market, Inc.? Anyone present? AISHA Mini Market, Inc. Anyone present? 2300 North Colorado Street. Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 2300 North Colorado Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 30th, 2025.
Okay, thank you very much. Ms. Patchell, what's your pleasure? No response.
The city would ask that this appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
It's 1:15 PM.
1:15 PM. We will poll the board on HA 2025-000899, 2300 North Colorado Street, Asia Mini Market, Inc. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. That concludes that matter. Okay. We will now go to our regular hearing list and call everyone in order.
Bringing us to number 4 on today's list, HA 2025-000398 for 5604 North 5th Street, Rosalie Marquez.
Okay, and I believe we also have a Spanish interpreter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Good afternoon. My name is Josue, and I'll be your Spanish interpreter. My ID is D as in Delta, X as in X-ray 156.
Okay, just one moment, sir. We probably need you to put your last name on the record as well, please. If you
Of
could do
course.
that for the court reporter. You could do that now, please.
Yes, sir. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, you can speak it onto the record.
Yep. It's Josue Arriaga. My last name is spelled A-R-R-E-A-G-A.
Okay, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear that you will faithfully translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English the proceedings in this matter noted as 5804 North 5th Street,
I do.
5806 North 5th Street?
I do, Your Honor.
Strike the record. I misspoke. 5604 North 5th Street. Okay. All right. So, sir, what we'd like you to do from this point forward, everything that's spoken in English, you would interpret in Spanish, and everything that's responded to in Spanish, you will speak in English. Okay? So we will start from the beginning. Let's read the case into the record.
Case number 4 on today's list, HA 2025-000398 for 5604 North 5th Street, Rosalie Marquez.
En este caso vamos a comenzar con los procedimientos del día de hoy. Vamos a leer el caso en el registro. El caso número 4 para para la lista del día de hoy es el caso HA 2025-000-398 para 5604 de la Norte Quinta Street, la señorita Rosalie Marquez.
Okay. Ms. Marquez, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Right hand.
Señora Marquez, levante la mano derecha. La mano derecha, por favor.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yo juro
¿Y
decir la
usted?
verdad.
¿Usted afirma que su testimonio que va a dar el día de hoy va a ser toda la verdad y solamente la verdad?
Sí.
I do.
Thank you. You can place your hand down.
Gracias, ya puede bajar la mano.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Thank you. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Y representando a la ciudad, el señor Leonard F. Reuter para la ciudad de Filadelfia.
Do you have any witnesses, Mr. Reuter?
We do, however, I believe
Wait.
Señor Reuter, ¿tenemos algún testigo?
we do, but I believe it will be unnecessary because we had an opportunity to speak briefly with Ms. Marquez.
Sí tenemos testigos, pero creo que va a ser innecesario debido a que hemos tenido la oportunidad de hablar brevemente con la señora Márquez.
Do you have a settlement you'd like to put on the record?
Well,
¿Tiene
we have,
¿Tiene
sorry.
¿Tiene algún arreglo que desea poner o alguna negociación que desea poner en el registro?
We have an agreement to continue the matter for inspection as we were I've learned that we were unable to enter, but we believe it's been complied, so a short continuance for reinspection.
Tenemos un arreglo para darle continuamiento a este asunto para una reinspección. Sí, ya debido a que hemos aprendido de que no se pudo entrar, pero creemos que sí ha sido cumplida. Entonces, una pequeña continuación para poder hacer la reinspección.
Ms. Marquez, do you agree with the request for a continuance to allow a reinspection?
Señora Márquez, ¿usted está de acuerdo con esta petición para la continuación del caso para que usted permita hacer la reinspección?
Sí.
Okay.
Yes.
So based on that, we will continue this matter.
Thank you. And
Perfecto. Basado en eso, vamos a darle continuamiento a esta materia.
Okay, Ms. Marquez, you excuse.
Thank you.
Se puede retirar, señora Márquez.
And for the record, the inspector has provided or is providing Ms. Marquez with his card so they can arrange for and make sure that they're able to get in.
Okay. Interpreter?
Solamente para el registro, el inspector ha provisto la tarjeta a la señora Márquez para que ellos puedan hacer los arreglos para que se aseguren de que eso pueda suceder, ¿sí?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bien. Gracias.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. The interpreter, you excuse, I believe, unless we have any other need. Okay, interpreter, you excuse for today.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much, everybody, for using our services, and have a wonderful day.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Okay. Next matter.
So I'm gonna do case 50 for the Cambodian interpreter, and then I was told there are some resolutions that had just been made, so we'll go to those, and then we have one contested matter.
Okay.
But we're gonna do case 50 first with the Cambodian interpreter. That's HA 2025-001150 for 1140 McGee Ave, Thai Chow.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Alana Larson for the city.
Okay, Ms. Larson, is there a Cambodian interpreter present?
Yes,
I believe
Danny
so.
Kambodakma interpreter is present.
Okay, just 1 minute. Interpreter, we need to see your image, so please turn your video on, please.
Oh, I do apologize. Here I
Okay,
am.
thank you. All right, would you restate your full name and spell your last name, please?
Yes, my name is Danny Koy. Koy is the last name. Cambodian Khmer interpreter.
Okay, thank you. All righty,
Thank
the appellant, let's do this. Let's start at the beginning, read in the record, and before we do that, Ms. Koy, would you raise your right hand to be sworn, please?
Yes.
Do you swear to faithfully translate from English to Khmer and Khmer to English in proceedings in this matter?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you very much. Place your hand down.
Thank you.
Okay, so we will begin now, if you would read the matter into the record.
This is case 50, HA 2025-001150 for 1140 McGee Ave, Thai Chow.
ចាជានៅរឿងក្តីលេខអក្សរ HA 20/25/0015នៅអាស័យដ្ឋាន1140នៅផ្លូវ McGee Ave លោក T Chow
Okay, Ms. Chow, are you present?
Yes.
លោក Chow ចាលោកអញ្ជើញមកដែរ Yes ជម្រាបសួរចា
Okay, my apologies, Mr. Chow. Sir, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn,
ចាសូមលើកដៃស្ដាំដើម្បីស្បត់ស្បាយ
do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so
លោក
help
ស្ប
you
ត់
God?
ស្បត់ស្បាយថាអ្វីៗនឹងរាយរាប់នៅថ្ងៃនេះជាពាក្យពិតត្រឹមត្រូវទាំងអស់ចាសូមឲ្យព្រះលោកជួយ Yes
All right, thank you. You can place your hand down.
ចាអរគុណដាក់ដៃចុះ
Okay, all right, let's begin. The city, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Inspector Christopher Hogan.
ចាគឺលោក
He's on
អ្នក
scene.
ស៊ើបអង្កេតឈ្មោះ Christopher Hogan គាត់ជាអ្នកស៊ើបអង្កេតចា
Okay, Christopher, oh, there he is. Okay. Mr. Hogan, and I note that you're in a vehicle. Please unmute. You're muted. Mr. Hogan, I note that you're in a vehicle. Are you moving or are you parked?
Parked.
អូ
ចា
ខេ
លោក
interpret
Hogan គាត់នៅក្នុងឡានណាចាអញ្ចឹងប៉ុន្តែគាត់ដាក់ចោតហើយ
Okay. Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you give today be the truth to help you God?
I do.
តែលោកសុខចិត្តស្បត់អ្វីៗលោកได้รับថ្ងៃហ្នឹងគឺជាពាក្យត្រឹមត្រូវទាំងអស់ចាសុខចិត្តស្បត់
Okay, thank you very much. Let's proceed.
ចាអរគុណយើងចាប់ផ្ដើម
Inspector Hogan, are you ready?
Hello.
Can I share my screen?
Pardon me?
May I share my screen?
Oh, yes.
The
ចាគាត់នឹង
violation.
ចាគាត់នឹងចែកចាយមើលនៅអក្រង់របស់គាត់ណានិយាយពយល់ប្រាប់ពីច្បាប់ដាក់បំពេញ
The violation today is for a lack of a permit to build a structure on the back of an enclosed structure on the back of the property. So
ចាគឺ
inspector-
ការបំពេញនៅថ្ងៃនេះគឺយើងបំពេញបច្ចៈមកថាគឺលោកបានសង់ស្អីនៅខាងក្រៅផ្ទះហ្នឹងដែលយើងអត់មានបមីត្រឹមត្រូវ
Inspector Hogan, where do you work?
ចាអញ្ចឹងលោកសូមកាត់ខាង Hogan តើលោកធ្វើការនៅខាងណា
Building inspector, license inspections, City of Philadelphia.
ចាគឺលោកគឺមានចាធ្វើការនៅខាងសាងសង់មានសញ្ញាបត្រត្រឹមត្រូវនៅក្រុង Philadelphia
How long have you worked there?
ចាលោកធ្វើការនៅនឹងប្រហែលឆ្នាំហើយ
7.5 years, going on 8 years.
7 ឆ្នាំកន្លះជិត 8 ឆ្នាំហើយ
And how did you become familiar with this property?
ចាធ្វើម៉េចបានលោកមកស្គាល់នៅកន្លែងចាទីតាំងហ្នឹង
As a court liaison, I was referred to this case for this hearing.
ចាគឺអ្នកដែលធ្វើការតំណាងជាមួយតុលាការគេបានបញ្ជូនក្តីនេះមកឲ្យខ្ញុំ
Turning your attention to City Exhibit 2, do you recognize this document?
ចាគឺយើងបកមកមើលភស្តុតាងលេខចាទី2ចាលោកធ្លាប់ស្គាល់ឯកសារនេះដែរ
Yes, it's violation notice in order to correct.
ចាគឺជា
3/25/25.
ដាក់ពាក្យបំពេញដើម្បីយើងតែមានច្បាប់ដើម្បីឲ្យមកកែសម្រួលគឺលេខឯកសារ 3/32/25
And what violations did you write?
ចាលោកបានទៅសេបទបំពេញអីខ្លះ
The area inspector wrote a case for lacking a building permit for a well, it says an enclosure of a deck.
ចាពួកអីគឺនៅក្នុងការដាក់បទបំពេញហ្នឹងគឺមានន័យថានៅពេលណាដែលយើងបានសាងសង់យកនៅខាងក្រោយយ៉ាដើម្បីបិទផ្ចិតណាអត់មានពាក់មីត្រឹមត្រូវ
Turning your attention to City Exhibit 3, at the initial inspections, were photos taken?
ចាអញ្ចឹងមើលទៅភស្តុតាងលេខទី3នៅពេលថាលោកតែត្រួតពិនិត្យហ្នឹងមានបានថតរូបភាពដែរគឺបាន
Yes. The area inspector took photos when he originally wrote the violation.
ចាគឺយើងបានថតរូបភាពណានៅពេលលោកគាត់បានបំពេញនៅពេលហ្នឹង
And what do these photos show?
នៅក្នុងរូបភាពហ្នឹងបានបង្ហាញអីខ្លះ
There's a ramshackle kind of structure that's part deck, part storage shed. Well, the photos kind of speak for themselves. It's a deck, shed, enclosure. It's got many variations, I guess. I don't know.
ចាយើងមើលទៅតាមរូបភាពហ្នឹងយើងអាចមើលទៅដឹងណាចាគឺអាហ្នឹងយើងបានសាងសង់ដោយរបៀបយកនៅខាងក្រោយហើយនឹងកន្លែងដាក់ស្តុកអីវ៉ាន់
And when was the property last inspected?
ចាអញ្ចឹងនៅយើងបានទៅពិនិត្យមើលតាំងពីកាលណា
I believe I was by the property on November 12th, and the photos show the same conditions.
ចាគឺតាមដែលខ្ញុំយល់គឺខែ12ខែ11ថ្ងៃទី12ចាអញ្ចឹងមើលរូបភាពក៏អាចបង្ហាញអញ្ចឹងដែរ
For clarity's sake, though, before we proceed, Well, what are we looking at? Because I see there are two different buildings. And so are we looking at the building on the left with the green window shades or the building on the right with the plastic over some level of enclosure? What are we looking at?
ចាព្រោះអីគឺយើងមុននឹងយើងនិយាយគ្នាបន្តយើងតើលោកចង់និយាយជាមួយពីអគារមួយណាមានឃើញអគារពីរនៅខាងឆ្វេងឃើញមានយកប្អូចហ្នឹងគឺពណ៌បៃតងឬក៏ខាងស្ដាំចាឃើញមានក្របផ្លាស្ទិកពីលើ
We're looking at the building on the right of this photo with the plastic hanging.
ហ្នឹងហើយយើងមើលទៅរូបភាពនៅខាងស្ដាំណាដែលមានក្របផ្លាស្ទិក
And that's the building with the plastic appearing covering openings.
ចាអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលទៅនៅអគារនៅខាងស្ដាំតែមានក្របចាផ្លាស្ទិកជាប់កស៊ូពីលើអញ្ចឹងណា
Correct.
ត្រឹមត្រូវ
Please proceed.
ចាសូមបន្តចា
Based on these photos, would you say that the violations were issued correctly?
ចាយោងទៅតាមរូបភាពហ្នឹងលោកគិតថាការដែលលោកបានទៅសេបាត់តាមដែលថាគាត់បានបំពេញហ្នឹងគឺទៅសេបានត្រឹមត្រូវដែរ
Yes.
ចាបានត្រឹមត្រូវ
And just for clarity, is it the entire structure or just the area with the cats located?
ចាគឺលោកបានទៅសេគឺផាកគាត់ថានៅទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺតែកន្លែងតែក្របហ្នឹងទេ
The violation was written for the enclosure on the deck, but there's no permits for any of these structures at all. Any awnings, any sheds, any decks, any enclosures. So for this particular violation, it's the enclosure, but you're going to have to show how the deck was built.
Wait, Mr. Hogan, wait. Yeah, I need you to make shorter statements so the interpreter can catch up.
ចាម្ល៉េះហើយគឺគ្រាន់តែចង់បញ្ជាក់ថាអញ្ចឹងគឺអ្វីដែលយើងផាកវិន័យហ្នឹងគឺផាកវិន័យទាំងអស់គឺដោយសារតែថាអ្វីដែលគាត់បានធ្វើនេះតាំងពីយកនៅខាងក្រៅក៏ដោយហើយតាំងពីកន្លែងក្របនៅប្អូចឬក៏កន្លែងដាក់តុអីវ៉ាន់ហ្នឹងគឺមានន័យថាសិតតែមានពាក់មីទាំងអស់
They're going to have to show how the structure was built or the structure is going to have to be removed.
ឡើយហើយគឺគាត់ត្រូវបង្ហាញយើងថាការដែលគាត់សាសង់គាត់សាសង់ក្បួនយ៉ាងម៉េចបើថាមិនចឹងទេគឺត្រូវតែរុះចោលទាំងអស់
I have no further questions for Inspector Hogan.
Yeah, would you mind, do you have another photographic image that we could take a look at?
ចាលោកមានរូបភាពអីផ្សេងទៀតដែរដែលថាអាចបង្ហាញឲ្យយើងមើលឃើញ
No, it's the I'll let Inspector Hogan speak to that.
I'm not sure what.
This is on the other side of where the plastic wrapping is.
Yes.
I believe it's the deck, if Inspector Hogan can clarify.
That's the rear. The other photo is the side.
Oh, okay.
នឹងនៅខាងក្រោយបើរូបភាពមួយទៀតនៅចំហៀង
Okay, any other photographs?
តែមានរូបភាពអីផ្សេងទៀតដែរ
Okay, there we go.
These are the most recent ones. I can go back up to.
Oh, no, this is fine. If you could have the inspector describe what we're looking at.
Inspector Hogan, could you
Oh,
explain?
wait to interpreter.
Oh, sorry.
ចាអញ្ចឹងគឺសូមឲ្យចាលោក inspector គឺគាត់ជួយបញ្ជាក់ម្ដងទៀតណាចា
It appears to be a deck with an enclosure of some sort, like a pen or a sty or I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's a deck with like an enclosure kind of built on top of a shed.
ចាព្រោះអីខ្ញុំក៏មិនច្បាស់ដែរប៉ុន្តែមើលទៅដូចរបៀបទៅថាដូចសង់ជាយ៉នបន្តិចឬក៏បិទតបាងចំហៀងឬបោកឬក៏សង់នៅលើគេហៅថា shed សម្រាប់ stock អីវ៉ៃវ៉ាន់ណា
Mr. Hogan, does there appear to be a ceiling or roof over the deck itself?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Interpreter, I'm sorry.
No problem ហ្នឹងហើយអញ្ចឹងមើលទៅថានៅអាហ្នឹងគឺមានបានសង់ដូចថារបៀបដបូលក្របពីលើដែរ
Some of it appears to have an awning, some of it has an overhang, some of it has random wood features that are just kind of hanging from above.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺមើលទៅគឺខ្លះវាមានថាគាត់ថាវាយឈើប្រក្របពីលើអឺផ្ដេកមកគឺមើលទៅគឺឈើដូចថាវាខុសខ្នាតគ្នាគាត់ថាដាក់វាយភ្ជាប់ណា
Any other questions?
Inspector Hogan, could we go back to the first picture and can you walk us through and describe what you see?
ចាអញ្ចឹងសូមឲ្យលោកបង្ហាញរូបភាពទី1ចាអញ្ចឹងជួយនិយាយប្រាប់យើងថាលោកបានមើលទៅឃើញអីខ្លះ
Is this the photo? Is this the first photo that you were referring to?
Is that the
Yeah.
first photo you showed us?
នឹងរូបភាពទី1លោក
Or the original inspection date or these photos?
Can you enlarge that?
ចាសូមជួយពង្រីក
Inspector Hogan, could you describe what we're looking at?
ចាលោកជួយបញ្ជាក់ប្រាប់មកថាយើងមើលស្អីគេហ្នឹង
It's a deck-like structure. I mean, I really tried to describe it, but it's not easy.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺมันងាយការបញ្យល់ទេព្រោះឲ្យមើលទៅដូចរបៀបយកនៅខាងក្រៅបន្តិចអីបន្តិច
There seems to be a deck with a roof, and then there's like a shed type structure, and then there seems to be like pens. The original complaint noted that there's cats being held in these in this area, I guess.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺមើលទៅដូចនិយាយមិនអញ្ចឹងគឺដូចជាកន្លែងយកបន្តិចដូចកន្លែងដាក់ស្តុកអីវ៉ាន់បន្តិចដូចជាត្រង់អីបន្តិចដូចជាបបាព្រោះអ្នកដែលគេបានរាយការណ៍ប្រាប់មកហ្នឹងថាគេបានពីមុនមកដូចយកឆ្មាយកទៅដាក់នៅហ្នឹង
Inspector Hogan, there appears to be like 3, I would say, windows in that middle window. Is that some type of animal?
ចាអញ្ចឹងមើលទៅប្អួចនៅកណ្ដាលហ្នឹងគឺនឹងមានសត្វអីនៅហ្នឹងដែរ
Kitty cat.
There's photos with closer up of the cats.
ចាឆ្មាចានេះជារូបភាពដែលថាយើងមើលថាឃើញមានឆ្មាដាក់ហ្នឹង
I don't know if it's interesting to note that the original complainant stated that their cat was there.
ចាគឺអ្នកដែលថាដឹងរាយការណ៍មកដំបូងបានរាយការណ៍ប្រាប់ថាមានដាក់ឆ្មានៅហ្នឹង
Hey, thank you.
If I may, the appellant's appeal says that it is the animal's playpen, I believe.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺចាអ្នកដែលថាតវ៉ាហ្នឹងគាត់បានបញ្ជាក់មកថានឹងជាកន្លែងគាត់ដាក់ឆ្មាឲ្យនៅលេងទេ
Do we have any additional witnesses for the city?
No.
Okay. All right. Then we should invite Mr. Chow to cross-examine or to question Mr. Hogan. Sir, do you have any questions for Mr. Hogan based on his testimony?
ចាអញ្ចឹងលោកឆាវគឺយោងទៅតាមលោកអធិការ Hogan គាត់បានបញ្ជាក់មិញគឺលោកមានអីដោះសារដែរ
បាទខ្ញុំចង់ជំរាបថាកន្លែងដែលខ្ញុំធ្វើអាយ៉បន្តិចដែលឲ្យនេះហ្នឹងគឺសម្រាប់ឆ្មាទាំងអស់ព្រោះឆ្មាដែលវាមកកើតកូននៅហ្នឹងវាមានច្រើនណាស់ហើយខ្ញុំជាតែឲ្យចំណីវាទៅហើយវានៅក្នុងហ្នឹងហើយវាខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យវាចេញទៅលេងអីអញ្ចឹង
Sir, is that a question? We need to ask, do you have any questions? And you can present your case in a moment.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺបន្តិចទៀតចាំឲ្យលោកបកស្រាយព្រោះចង់ដឹងថាលោកមានសំណួរចម្ងល់អីអត់ Actually I built that spot for the cats stray cats came and then start to give birth so it's just an area for them to stay and I gave them food
Okay, but I asked if he has any questions for Mr. Hogan. Does he have any questions for Mr. Hogan?
ចាព្រោះខ្ញុំចង់សួរថាលោកមានសំណួរចម្ងល់អីចង់សួរទៅលោក Hogan ដែរ
ខ្ញុំចង់សួរថាបើសិនណាជាខ្ញុំ bill អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំអត់ដឹងថាខ្ញុំវា illegal violation អីទេដឹងថាខ្ញុំខុសអីទេអញ្ចឹងណាហើយគាត់មិនមកសួរខ្ញុំនិយាយខ្ញុំអាច និយាយអង់គ្លេសបានខ្លះៗអាចស្ដាប់គាត់បានខ្លះៗមិនបានមិនគាត់មកពមៀនខ្ញុំឬក៏
Interpreter, wait.
Okay.
Interpreter, I've
So
asked repeatedly, does he have any questions? He can say yes or no.
ចាព្រោះឲ្យយើងសួរប្រហែលដងថាលោកមានសំណួរឬក៏អត់ហើយលោកត្រូវតែឆ្លើយខ្លីៗថា yes ឬក៏ no ចា
Yes.
So I built it like that. I didn't know it was illegal violations. I didn't know that it was wrong. He
Okay,
could
but
have
that
come to
wasn't
me
what.
and warned me.
Okay, sir, you can present your defense in a moment, but we just needed to get through this portion. If you don't have any questions, that's fine, then we can move on, okay?
ចាម្ល៉េះហើយគឺលោកឆ្លើយនៅសំណួរខ្លីៗបើសិនណាលោកមានសំណួរថាមានបើអត់មានទេអញ្ចឹងអាងយើងបន្តទៅមុខទៀតណាចាបន្តិចទៀតយើងនឹងឲ្យឱកាសលោកបកស្រាយ
មានសំណួរ
I do have a question.
Okay, what is your question?
ចាសំណួរលោកចង់សួរថាម៉េច
ខ្ញុំចង់សួរថាបើខ្ញុំធ្វើអីខុសអញ្ចឹងខាងអ្នកមកត្រួតពិនិត្យហ្នឹងហេតុអីមិនមកព្រមានខ្ញុំឬក៏មកប្រាប់ខ្ញុំឲ្យ correct ឲ្យធ្វើឲ្យត្រឹមត្រូវឲ្យបានត្រឹមត្រូវតាមស្តង់ដារអីចឹង
Okay. So I was just curious if I commit any wrong, why didn't the inspector come to me and warn me or try to correct me so that I would do things according to standards?
Okay. Mr. Hogan, I think you can respond to the inspection process and how violations are processed, okay?
ចាឥឡូវយើងឲ្យឱកាសលោក Hogan ណាដើម្បីនិយាយបញ្យល់ប្រាប់ពីក្បួនខ្នាតដែលគេត្រូវធ្វើនៅពេលណាគេទៅសេលិខិតបញ្ជាក់ថាអ្នកណាបានបំពានច្បាប់ណា
The inspector issued you a violation to tell you that it was built illegally.
ចាម្ល៉េះហើយគឺលោកអធិការហ្នឹងគឺគាត់បានចាពមៀនណាជាกระดาษស្នាមនឹងហើយជាការរំលឹកឲ្យលោកដឹងថាលោកបានសាងសង់ហ្នឹងខុសច្បាប់
A building permit is needed for the deck-like structure.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺយើងត្រូវការពាក់មីដើម្បីសាងសង់ចាជាពិសេសបើយើងចង់សាងសង់ជាយ៉នៅខាងក្រោយ
All right, let's do this. Mr. Chow, you can now share with us your understanding of what you were attempting to do and describe for us that structure on the rear of your property. But before we do that, do you live in the house that's in the photographs?
ចាម្ល៉េះហើយគឺអញ្ចឹងលោកឆៅលោកនឹងយើងនឹងឲ្យឱកាសលោកដើម្បីនិយាយបញ្យល់ប្រាប់យើងណាថាតើគោលបំណងដែលលោកសាងសង់ហ្នឹងគឺសាងសង់អីខ្លះប៉ុន្តែមុននឹងឆ្លើយហ្នឹងទី1សំណួរទី1ថាសប្តាហ៍ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងលោករស់នៅកន្លែងផ្ទះហ្នឹងណា Yes, I do.
Okay, so now tell us what are we seeing in the photographs and what have you done to the rear of your property? What did you build?
ចាអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំសូមជួយលោកបញ្ជាក់ដែរណាថាតើនៅខាងក្រោយហ្នឹងលោកបានសាងសង់អីគេ
ខ្ញុំឆ្លើយ
Do you want me to respond?
Yes. Tell us what you've done and so we can understand how we need to decide what we need to do.
ចាសូមលោកជួយរាយរាប់ប្រាប់ណាដើម្បីឲ្យយើងជួយស្រួលគិតថាយើងនឹងត្រូវកាត់ក្តីរបៀបម៉េច
បាទខ្ញុំធ្វើលយដែលឃើញតាមរូបភាពដែលឃើញដូចថាឆ្មាចេញទៅហ្នឹងគឺសម្រាប់ឲ្យឆ្មាវាចេញទៅលេងនៅហ្នឹងហើយវាត្រឡប់ចូលមកក្នុងវិញវាដែលខាងក្នុងខ្ញុំហើយអាកស៊ូដែលខ្ញុំបាំងនៅខាងចំហៀងហ្នឹងគឺខ្ញុំបាំងកុំឲ្យពេលខែត្រជាក់គឺឆ្មាវាត្រជាក់តែខ្ញុំបាំងខ្យល់កុំឲ្យវាចូលក្នុងហ្នឹងដើម្បីកុំឲ្យឆ្មាវាត្រជាក់តាមពិតខាងក្រៅហ្នឹងខ្ញុំវាសម្រាប់ឆ្មាទេអត់មានវាសម្រាប់ដាក់អីវ៉ាន់ឬក៏ដាក់អីអត់មានទេគឺសម្រាប់សត្វទាំងអស់
Okay,ចាំប៉ុណ្ណឹងសិនអរគុណ So yes, as you can see there, the area where the cat stood, that's the area where I built for the cats to stay and play and sleep, and the plastic as you see on this side there just to cover them from the wind and cold, and afterwards they can walk inside to the main house.
Are these your personal pets?
ចាពេលនេះជាសត្វដែលលោកចាំតខ្លួនណា
បាទ
Yes
How many cats do you have in those enclosures?
ចាអញ្ចឹងលោកមានឆ្មាប្រមាណនៅចាំនៅខាងក្រៅហ្នឹង
អស់ទាំងអស់7
7 in all
7?
7ណា Yes
Okay, and so are there individual cages or enclosures stacked on top of one another?
ចាអញ្ចឹងគឺលោកមិនបានដូចសង់ត្រង់ដាក់បន្ទប់លើគ្នាដែរ
មែនទេអាក្នុងកន្លែងវាចេញទៅលេងទេអាកន្លែងដែលឃើញហ្នឹងគឺវាចេញទៅឲ្យវា press air កុំឲ្យវា stress អីចឹង
No not at all it's just an area where they go out to play to get fresh air so they're not stressed
But they live inside your house with you, your family.
ប៉ុន្តែគឺសត្វទាំងនោះគឺរស់នៅក្នុងផ្ទះជាមួយក្រុមគ្រួសាររបស់លោកមែនទេ
បាទ
Yes
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
ចាមានណាមានអីចង់បន្ថែមបន្ថយដែរ
Okay. Do we have any closing final argument from the city? And then we also, Mr. Chow, think of anything else you would want to say to us that would help us make a decision.
ចាម្ល៉េះហើយគឺមានអ្នកណាគេមានពាក្យចុងក្រោយដែលចង់និយាយដែរមុនដែលយើងបិទដើម្បីសម្រេចសេចក្តីហើយលោកឆៅមានអីដែលលោកចង់បន្ថែមបន្ថយដើម្បីងាយស្រួលការកាត់ក្តីនេះដែរ
ខ្ញុំចង់និយាយពីដើមហេតុដំបូងហ្នឹងមានអ្នកចិត្តខាងនៅឆ្ងាយពីខ្ញុំមកថាខ្ញុំហ្នឹងលួចឆ្មារបស់គាត់ហើយដល់ពេលនេះទៅខ្ញុំថាឆ្មាហ្នឹងមិនមែនទេឆ្មារបស់ខ្ញុំវានឹងវាកើតកូននៅរបស់ខ្ញុំទេហើយគាត់ថាបើមិនឲ្យឆ្មាគាត់ប្តឹងទៅស៊ីរីគាត់ថាអញ្ចឹងហើយតាំងពីនោះមកខាងស៊ីរីគឺខ្ញុំឃើញticket មកឲ្យខ្ញុំហ្នឹង2ដងហើយបានខ្ញុំជាបានជាខ្ញុំតវ៉ាហ្នឹងព្រោះខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាមានខុសអីផង
Okay so yes I do want to explain the neighbor not that quite close but kind of far from where I am she accused me of stealing her cats and then I said that no these are my cats they have babies and so she said that well if you don't give me my cat back I'm gonna sue you and then shortly after that I received 2 tickets from the city so that's why I'm appealing today
Okay, so the issue of the ownership of the cats is not part of today's hearing.
ចាពួកអីគឺរឿងដែលថាយើងជាម្ចាស់ឆ្មាហ្នឹងមិនមែនជានៅការដែលយើងឡើងចាមកស្ដាប់ក្តីនៅថ្ងៃនេះទេ
I do have a follow-up question for Mr. Hogan. Mr. Hogan, the wooden deck that's supporting the cages and other enclosures, is there any record of permits for that deck?
ចាព្រោះចង់សួរទៅលោក Hogan ដែរណាចាអញ្ចឹងគឺរឿងយកនៅខាងក្រៅហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាគឺតម្រូវទាល់តែមានបមី
There's no zoning approval, no building permits for any structure involved with the property.
ចាព្រោះអីនៅផ្នែកខាងផ្ទះនៅរបស់ទ្រព្យហ្នឹងគឺមានន័យថាយោងទៅតាមច្បាប់ទម្លាប់ហ្នឹងគឺអត់មានឃើញច្បាប់ណាគេអនុញ្ញាតឲ្យយើងសាសង់អីទេហើយបមីក៏អត់មានឃើញដែរ
Question, Inspector Hogan. In terms of square footage, what's the size that deck is built off the envelope of the rear of the property?
ចាពួកអីចង់សួរទៅលោក Hogan ដែរគឺចង់ដឹងថាគឺប្រមាណម៉ែត្រការ៉េដែលថាយើងអាចសង់នៅខាងក្រោយហ្នឹងណាចានិយាយពីទំហំណា
I'd have to give you an estimation as I wasn't in the yard, but I'd say 10 feet off the rear of the property and then L's to the side of the property.
ចាពួកអីគឺមិនច្បាស់ទេប៉ុន្តែយើងគ្រាន់តែថាអាចសន្និដ្ឋានផាត់10 feet ណាចាហើយនឹងទំហំវាដូចអក្សរ L ចឹងនៅខាងក្រោយ
Okay, thank you very much. Do we have any closing argument from the city?
Just based on the fact that
Wait.
ចាអញ្ចឹងអរគុណច្រើនតើអ្នកចាធ្វើការខាងក្រុមគុំមានអីចង់បន្ថែមបន្ថយទេ
based on the fact that it is a structure that would require a permit and there are currently no permits, the city is seeking a city affirm.
Okay, thank you.
ចាព្រោះអីគឺដោយសារគឺអ្វីដែលយើងសាងសង់គឺត្រូវតែមានបមីហើយចឹងយើងអត់មានចឹងគឺអ្វីដែលយើងចោទប្រកាន់គឺយើងនៅទុកទៅតាមធម្មតា
Okay, thank you. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-001150.
ចាអញ្ចឹងគឺឥឡូវយើងឲ្យគណៈកម្មការទាំងអស់នៅតម្កល់ចារឿងក្តីនេះអក្សរ HA 20x25 001150គុណ
1140 McGee Avenue.
ចានៅ1140គុណនៅលើផ្លូវ McGee Avenue.
Tai Chong.
ចា
Tai
នៅ
Chow.
ឈ្មោះ Thi Chow.
We will now begin the vote.
ចាអញ្ចឹងឲ្យគណៈកម្មការទាំងអស់នឹងបោះឆ្នោតណា
City affirm.
ចាអញ្ចឹងបើ
Please
សិនណា
repeat
នៅ
what you
តា
vote. Yeah.
ចាបើសិនណានៅតាគណៈកម្មការបើសិនណានៅតានឹងថ្កល់ដោយតការចាត់ប្រកាន់សូមជួយបញ្ជាក់
City affirmed.
មានម្នាក់ដែលបានបញ្ជាក់
City affirmed.
មានម្នាក់បញ្ជាក់ទៀត
City affirm.
ម្នាក់បញ្ជាក់ទៀត
City affirmed.
ម្នាក់បញ្ជាក់ទៀត
Okay, thank you very much.
ចាអរគុណច្រើន
Sir, the vote is unanimous city affirm, which means that you lost your appeal.
ចាពួកអីគឺអញ្ចឹងការដែលថាបោះឆ្នោតនោះគឺអ្នក4អ្នកទាំងអស់ហ៎ចាគឺគេនៅនឹងថ្កល់ចាត់ប្រកាន់លោកអញ្ចឹងមានន័យថាការដែលលោកប្តឹងតវ៉ានេះគឺលោកចាញ់ហើយ
Now, you may appeal this decision. If you need information as to how to do that, call the office and they will give you the information you need.
តែបើសិនណាលោកនៅចង់តែតវ៉ានៅសេចក្តីសម្រេចនៅផ្នែកខាងក្រសួងនេះក៏លោកក៏មានសិទ្ធិអាចតវ៉ាបន្តទៅមុខទៀតដែរតាក់ទងទៅលេខទូរស័ព្ទចាដែលថាគេផ្ដល់ឲ្យទៅ
Okay, thank you very much. The witnesses are excused.
ចាអរគុណច្រើនលោកជាសាក្សីជើញទៅចាស់អរគុណ
Okay, interpreter, you're excused as well. That concludes this portion of the hearing.
Thank you so much sir Thank you for using our service ចាចឹងអរគុណច្រើនខ្ញុំដាក់ចុះឲ្យចាជ្រាបលា
Yep. Okay, let's move on to the next matter.
Yep. I believe Ms. Larson has some agreements to read onto the record.
Oh, okay, Ms. Larson.
Alana Larson for the city. Number 5 on the list, Appeal HA 2025-000416. The property address is 1708 North 62nd Street. Lucida Sapp, I believe she should still be on Zoom. We have agreed to a 30-day stay of enforcement.
The city affirmed a 30-day stay of enforcement?
Yes.
That's the settlement? Okay, just one moment. Ms. Sapp, are you present?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay, we can barely hear you.
It should get louder now. It's a delay. in
Okay,
my
your name
volume.
again? Your name?
Lakeisha Sapp. Lakeisha
Okay.
Sapp.
Okay, and you agree with the settlement that was put on the record by the city law department?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that concludes that then. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, I just have been here for an hour and I haven't heard
Sir,
it.
look, you'll just have to wait. We'll get to you.
All
Okay?
right.
Please mute yourself. Okay, please proceed.
Number 35 on the list, Appeal Number HA 2025-0009996. The address is 6230 Larchwood Avenue. I believe Ms. Hunter is still on the Zoom as well, and that is another city affirmed 30-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed 30-day stay of enforcement?
Yes.
That's number 35. That's ending in 0996, 6230 Larchwood Avenue. Okay, Ms. Hunter, are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you in agreement with what's been put on the record by the city?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so that concludes that matter. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, board members.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's all. That's all my
Okay.
Am I excused?
Yes, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you.
Just in general statement, we're going according to the printed list. We have a very long list. And so what we'd ask, if your name has not been called, please be patient and wait till it is called. And please don't break into the hearings to ask when you'll be heard. You'll be heard in order as your thing comes up. We have over 60 matters that are noted for today's record. Okay, who's next?
Mr. Logue for the city has one contested matter to read on.
Thank you. Mr. Logue?
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city. I do have one contested preliminary matter. This is case number 38 on the list, appeal ending in 1006, address 1426 Wolf Street, appellant Antonio Gatta. The appellant has recently retained counsel who requested a continuance, which the city opposes. I'm going to let the appellant speak to the basis for the continuance request.
Okay, when did you get the request for continuance?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yes.
The appellant, Antonio Gatta, is being represented by counsel?
Yes, and counsel is Donald Bermudez, who I
Yes.
believe is on Zoom.
The counsel, Mr. Bermudez is on Zoom?
Yes, good morning, board. Don Bermudez on the
Yes, sir.
number ending.
Sir, we really need to see you, your video. Do you have video?
Yes, I could switch the video. I just was saving the battery to be on here, but I can absolutely switch the video if you give me a moment. I'll just need to log back in real quick. One moment.
Mr. Logan, I assume you've had conversations with the gentleman who's purported to be counsel for the appellant?
We've exchanged a few emails, yes, and I've explained the city's position, which I'm happy to give to the board now.
Well, let's wait until he's with us.
Okay.
If not, we may need to move on. Do you have any additional matters for us today?
This is my only matter remaining.
Okay. Number 11. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's pass this matter and who's someone that's coming up for number 11?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, opposing counsel is coming up for number 11 too. Sorry.
Okay, what do we have?
So number 11.
Yes.
Sorry, members of the board. Good afternoon. Jeffrey Cohen for the city.
Afternoon.
Number 11 ending 699. This is James Auto Repair represented by counsel Mu Lee, who is here in the room.
Okay, Mu Lee, are you present? Yeah, come forward, please. Mr. Logue, you're gonna have to, now you gotta get up.
And we do have a proposed agreement for
Okay.
the board. I would like to stipulate first, this notice of violations had multiple violations in it, one use permit violation and a few fire codes. All of the fire code violations have been complied. The only remaining violation is the use permit violation.
Okay, all right, sir, give us your name. Please hit that button so the lights lit up. No. There's a button there. Yeah, there you go. Now,
Hello, sorry, ma'am. My name is Mu K. Lee. I'm a representative of Mr. Yan, James Yan. He has all about it.
okay, you're the legal counsel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so what is the agreement?
City affirmed with a 6-day stay of enforcement. Because the use permit violation are for cars parked on a lot without a use permit, 6 days should be enough time to move the cars.
Okay, Mr. Lee, would you confirm that that's the agreement?
Yes, sir. We confirm that. We
Okay.
all with them.
All right, thank you. So that concludes that matter for today then?
So
Thank you.
assuming the agreement is approved by the board, yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, of course, the agreement as presented will be approved by the board.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
members of the board.
All right, thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you, sir.
afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am.
What would be, we're
We-
still waiting for this.
Yes, he's joining now, but we did get another agreement for case number 1. We want to.
Please come forward, whoever has representing case number 1. Okay, Ms. Patchell?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Mr. Che and I have
Well, you
reached.
need to, of course, introduce yourself.
Oh, I apologize. Kristen Patchell for the city.
Okay.
Mr. Che and I have reached an agreement on number 1. This will be a city affirm with a 180-day stay of enforcement. As part of the agreement, Mr. Che agrees to withdraw the appeal in front of the board right now.
Okay, 180-day stay of enforcement?
Yes.
Okay, we just need the whole case read in, please.
Case number 1, HA 2025-000351 for 6221 Oakley Street, Samnang Che.
Okay, Mr. Che, you agree or confirm that the agreement put forward by the city, you agree with?
Yes.
Okay, you accept that agreement?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. So I think that concludes our matter for today. Ms. Patchell, you indicated that he's going to withdraw his appeal, but I'm not certain that given that you have a settlement, that's sort of for our record.
Yeah, I'll defer to the board. Part of the settlement agreement is that he's going to affirm the violations. The department will give him the stay, and the violation or the appeal itself should be marked as withdrawn, but.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, thank you, sir. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Take care.
And lastly, we have a joint continuance request for case number 2.
Two? Okay. Okay, please.
Yes, good afternoon. Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the city for this matter.
Okay, and who do we have with us? Sir, your name?
Jose Carcamo.
Okay. Need to spell your last name for us, please?
Carcamo.
Okay, thank you. All right, so what do we have, Miss?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the city is we're going to agree to a continuance request, but we did want to put a few things on the record. The record owners for this property are Luis Felipe Delgado and a Nancy Moreno Rivera. It's my understanding that Mr. Delgado is deceased and Miss Rivera has sold the property to the appellant. The city, the current deed, the most current deed recorded is the deed in the name of Miss Rivera. So the city would, Mr. Carcamo has reflected that he has documentation reflecting that he is the rightful or the equitable owner, at least, of this property. So we've agreed to continue it so that he can bring that documentation at the next hearing. He's also provided me some photographs today that would warrant a reinspection. These violations may be complied. So those are the basis for the
Okay,
request.
so we will continue this matter for further date. Okay,
Yes.
sir, thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
Do you have any advice for administration as to how long it would take to resolve this?
From the city's point of view, not long.
Well, let me ask you this. This is maybe in one matter. Has the new deed been recorded?
Yes.
It has been recorded, and you have a copy of it.
I got the picture because I take everything away.
No, that's not my question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The deed itself that shows you as the new owner, has that been recorded?
I don't have it right now. I wait for my.
So that will determine partly how
I
long
got
this.
some papers to.
Okay,
bring
okay.
it.
So,
Everything's clear. I clean everything.
okay, so we won't be looking for a quick listing, so.
It doesn't have to be quick.
Okay, so let's at least go out to another 180 days or so.
That's fine with the
Okay,
city.
all right, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, you can go.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Recalling to number 38 on the list, I believe this was the contested matter with Mr. Bermudez.
Yes. Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that, and thank you for recalling it. Board,
Okay, but
I
before you do that, before you speak, we need to read the matter in, and then we'll get started.
Yep, number 38 on today's list, HA 2025-001006 for 1426 Wolf Street, Antonio Gata.
Okay, and who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, board members. Sean Loeb for the city.
Okay, and counsel for the appellate is Mr. Donald Bermudez, is that correct, sir?
yes,
Okay, and would you spell your last name, please?
yes, Bermudez.
Thank you. And Mr. Logue, the request is for continuance, am I correct?
That's correct. It's Mr. Bermudez's request for continuance.
Okay, Mr. Bermudez, on the record, what is the basis of the request?
To request, I was just hired in the last 2 days. I would just like a little bit of time to prepare or to possibly, after now giving the client the most accurate information about the situation, whether or not he may apply for the certificate of occupancy, that the basis for this, the lack thereof is the basis of this. So, if a continuance is permissible, I have no problem bringing this back as soon as possible, as we'll be ready at that time to either, face a resolution, do the brief hearing that may be necessary.
Mr. Logue, what's the city's response?
Yeah, so although this is a first listing and I'm sympathetic to the position Mr. Bermudez is in coming into this matter at the last minute, the appellant, Mr. Gata, has had notice of this hearing since September 30th, and he was issued the intent to cease that he's appealing in February. The violation and the intent to cease were issued for operating a private social club without proper zoning or a certificate of occupancy. And considering this property has been the subject of a half dozen 311 complaints dating back to 2022, the city would be prejudiced by a continuance, which would act as a stay on the cease, potentially allowing the nuisance activity to continue. If the board is inclined to grant the continuance request, given that Mr. Bermudez was just retained, I would ask that it be listed at the next available hearing.
Okay, Mr. Bermudez, before we decide this, is this operation still operating? This illegal activity still operating?
Well, without prejudicing my client, I mean, it's been my advice to not do any of the activities that he's accused of doing. That's my very clear advice to him, and as far as I know, it is not going on.
Okay. So do you know if you were the first legal counsel that he's retained for this matter, for this hearing?
At least recently, I can look at the notice of appeal within the exhibit. I did not file the notice of appeal. One moment. And obviously, if Mr. Lowe can speak to who filed the notice of appeal, I'll accept his vermin there. But I believe this was filed pro se.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. There was no attorney listed.
Okay. Just one moment before we rule on your request. We're back on the record. Mr. Logue, do you know if the cease operation is in effect at the moment?
I believe like procedurally, an appeal acts as a stay on the cease operations, which is why the city would like to have a resolution to this matter sooner than later.
Okay, Mr. Bermudez, please unmute. Given the fact that you've just been retained, we're inclined to allow a continuance in this matter, but a short continuance. The next available date, we should relist this. And Mr. Bermudez, we strongly advise you to advise your client that he should not be operating, that this activity that the city has deemed as illegal and inappropriate should cease to happen until the hearing, at the very least. Understood?
Absolutely understood. I just want to avoid prejudicing my client, but loud and clear, and that's what I've already advised them in the hypothetical.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Logue, thank you.
Thank you. That concludes my business.
Yep.
May I be excused as well,
Yes,
board?
yes, sir. You excuse.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, what's our next matter?
Moving to number 57 on today's list, HA 2025-002996 for 2400 North 52nd Street, Jonathan Walker.
Oh, that's who that is? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan Walker, are you present? Okay, Mr. Jonathan Walker, are you present?
He's on there.
Mr. Jonathan Walker, are you present? I see an image of someone, but no one is responding.
He did speak up earlier.
Is this our last matter? No.
Oh.
Mr. Jonathan Walker, are you present? Okay, he's engaged in something else, so let's pass this matter. Mr. Kelly, we just wanted to get through this, so let's.
Understood. Yeah, I can give him a call. My witness has an out at 4, so I just want to.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you you have at 4 o'clock? It's
Yeah,
2
we should be
o'clock.
okay. I just want to.
Okay.
make sure.
Okay. All right.
Moving us back to, let me just make sure no one's here in person. Yep. Case number 13 on today's list, HA 2025-000703 for 424 Earlham Terrace, Adrian Woody.
Okay, who's representing the city in this matter?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Afternoon, Mr. Reuter. We're now Adrian
Yes,
Woody.
I'm here. Jonathan Walker's here. Hello.
Mr. Walker, you did not respond when your case was called, so you'll need to wait. Please make yourself available when we call your case. You may please remute yourself. Thank you. Please mute, Mr. Walker.
I can hear you.
Yes, but we're saying to you, we aren't hearing it now. We recalled it and you weren't ready. So we moved on to another matter. Okay, Mr. Reuter, your appellant is Adrian Woody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't see Adriana Woody.
You see AJ. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, all right, ma'am. You are Adriana Woody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're the owner of 424 Earlham Terrace?
Yes, sir.
Anyone else on the deed with you?
No, sir.
Okay, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you very much. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Reuter, what are we dealing with?
Thank you, members of the board. This matter just involves the violations of the property at 424 Earlham Terrace. I can indicate to the board that I believe we were unable to enter the property for a reinspection. The appellant did provide some photographs to the board yesterday, I believe, or the day before, and we were able to determine that much of the work that needed to be done at the property or actually all of the, as far as we believe, all of the work that needed to be completed at the property would not require permits. Therefore, we would actually need to get in to do an interior inspection. I do have the inspector here for the city, Mr. Brandon Banks.
Mr. Banks, are you present?
Yeah, he's back here.
Mr. Banks, have a seat at the other table. Okay, so do you want to proceed today, or what are you proposing that we do?
Yeah, I would just, Mr. Banks, if I could just inquire really quickly.
Yes,
Get a-
Mr. Banks, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Inspector. And what's your full name? And if you could spell it for the record.
Inspector Brandon Banks, Banks.
And who do you work for?
City of Philadelphia License and Inspection.
Okay. Are you, in the course and scope of your work as an inspector with the department, were you able to do an inspection of recently of 424 Earlham Terrace?
I was unable to enter the property.
Okay. And when did you go out to the property?
This was the 17th.
Okay. And that would have been just yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Based upon the nature of the violations and the records in the Department of Licenses and Inspections, were you able to make a determination about whether the violations needed permits to be corrected?
I would need to enter the property to make that determination.
Okay. So most of the violations would not need a permit, that you could just check records?
No, not from what I see.
Okay. So your members of the board, because we were unable to make contact with the appellant, but she appears to be here today, the city would request a continuance just to be able to do a reinspection, because we do believe that most, if not all, the violations have been complied, but we have to get in to make that determination.
Okay.
Okay,
Ms. Woody?
Okay,
What is your response to that request for a continuance?
that is not a problem. I do have two questions though. The first three, the violations that say ensure the detector is working, because they were installed on the original inspection. Is that, when it says ensure that it's working, does that mean the inspector did not test it when he was there, or that's my responsibility to check that?
Okay, I believe you're inquiring of the inspector, I believe.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, Sir, do you have a response?
I was not the original inspector that wrote the case.
Okay.
So in order for me to make that determination, I would need to enter the property to
Okay.
properly
Right, but-
inspect the property.
I'm asking because the way it's written, it says ensure.
Okay. Actually, it'd probably better if you could ask the questions when the inspector comes to your property. There may
Okay,
be a way to answer
Okay,
those.
and that would be my second question, Mr. Banks. How, was there an attempt, because it is a second property, was there an attempt to reach me to set that up? the
Oh, okay,
inspection?
wait. Yeah, because of the nature of these hearings, those
Yes.
kinds of preliminary questions are better asked off the record. And
Okay.
so if those kinds of questions, I would prefer if you would call Mr. Banks, talk to him, and get some understanding of what he did or didn't do. Because the record, at this point, we're prepared to continue the hearing until a different date. And so
Okay,
I don't
not a
wanna put-
problem.
Okay,
Do I obtain that contact information now, or does? she
Yes,
contact
yes,
me?
Mr. Banks, how do we give her your contact information?
What I would propose, Your Honor, would be if Mr. Banks can provide me with his information, if the appellant wants to just stay on the Zoom, I can just provide that to her through the chat.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll put you in the chat room. Just stay on. We'll put you in the room. Mr. Roder, in a moment, will join you in that room and you can have those conversations. Okay? Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, before this, you go into a chat, I'd just like to ask Ms. Woody, do you reside at this property, Earlham?
No, I do not.
Terrace?
No, I do not.
Is the property occupied?
Not right now. No.
But you're the owner of Earlham Terrace. You did tell
That's
us that,
correct.
correct? Okay. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. We'll put you in a meeting room so that you can ask all those preliminary questions and get your contact information, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You
Thank you,
too.
Mayor Banks.
You're welcome. Yes. Okay. Do we go back to Mr. Jackson or to Mr. Walker or someone else?
I'm fine with recalling that Mr. Walker's case if it's okay with the board.
Okay.
Bringing us back to case 57 on today's list, HA 2025-002-996 for 2400 North 52nd Street, Jonathan Walker.
Okay, who we have for the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jim Kelly, Kelly, on behalf of the city.
Okay, thank you very much. Is Jonathan Walker present?
Jonathan Walker is present.
Okay, sir, would you raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Walker, before we proceed, are you the owner of 2400 North 52nd Street?
I'm the tenant.
You're a tenant?
Yes.
Okay. And as a tenant, is it in your name as an individual or a corporate company name?
The house is in my name.
I can provide some context here.
Okay.
So this is an intent to cease that the city requested be heard on an emergency basis.
Do you need the owner on this call?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. Mr. Walker?
Do you need the owner on this call?
Mr. Walker? Yeah, but he's in a hearing. Mr. Walker, please unmute.
Yes.
Sir, you're in an active hearing, so you can't have conversations with anyone else while the hearing's in progress.
I'm having a conversation with you directly. I was asking you, do I need to have the owner on the call?
No, not
Okay.
necessarily, unless you have a witness. And if your witness is the owner, that's perfectly fine to have that person available as a witness, but not necessary given that this is your appeal. Okay, let's proceed.
So if I can just explain, this property, it's at 2400 North 52nd Street near St. Joseph's University. The property is owned by an LLC, Golden Mermaid, Inc. They have received, the LLC has received both the notice of violation and the intent to cease. My understanding is that Mr. Walker is the primary tenant of Golden Mermaid, Inc. And resides at the property. The city will allege and intends to prove that Mr. Walker is renting this property out, using it as a 10-unit rooming home against zoning code and other various fire code and property maintenance codes. So Mr. Walker does not own the property, but he is named as a responsible party on both the notice of violation and as the occupant on the intent to cease.
Oh, so theoretically, he's subleasing.
Yes.
With the acknowledgement and the understanding of the owner?
My understanding from the owner is this is not, he was not aware of this.
Okay.
I think
So
he
do
is
you have any,
now. I think
do you have any witnesses for today?
Yes, I just have one. It will be Supervisor Natasha Lee.
Okay. Oh. Okay, Natasha Lee, would you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you very much. All right, let's proceed.
Thank you. Supervisor Lee, where are you currently employed?
I currently work for the Department of Licenses and Inspections.
And what's your position within the department?
I am a code enforcement supervisor.
How long have you been in that position?
Excuse me, Chairman.
For
Excuse me, Chair. Hey, Mr. Walker, could you stand still? It's a distraction you walking around.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Walker, this is a formal hearing, so you have to conduct yourself as if you were sitting in the room.
I am conducting myself.
So you
as
need,
I'm
but
sitting
we
in the
need
room. I
you
do
to
apologize.
be
I won't-
seated.
Thank you.
I need you to be seated, focused on the hearing, and not moving around and not talking.
I'm
to other
listening. I'm at work also, guys. So you have to
well,
respect
wait,
that.
wait,
I've been on
wait.
hold for an
Sir,
hour.
listen to me. This is your appeal. This is a serious matter, and
I
we
know.
require a certain decorum. Okay,
I know.
and so we
Yes, sir.
expected you to follow that decorum. Now, if you choose not to, we can terminate the hearing. But I
Please
don't
do
think we
not
want
do
to do
that.
that.
I'm trying to find a spot to sit down because I have another group coming in. Thank you. I'm sitting down now, though.
Thank you.
And Mr. Walker, I hope you understand, there's a court reporter taking a record of everything that's being said. Only one person can speak at a time. And if the chairman of the board is speaking, then you must wait your turn to speak. And please keep the camera from whatever device you're using focused. So we're not looking at things moving around. If you could cooperate, that will be appreciated.
Thank you. Let's proceed.
Sure. Supervisor Walker, what are your primary duties and, or I'm sorry, Supervisor Lee, what are your primary duties and responsibilities in that job?
So we inspect commercial and residential buildings generated by complaint. We assess to ensure the property complies with the locally adopted codes. And I currently supervise the nuisance property unit.
In the course of your duties, did you become familiar with the property?
Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute. It appears that we've lost Mr. Walker. Did he leave the hearing? Mr. Walker? Is he still connected?
Sorry, no, he disconnected. His name is gone from the list, participant list.
Okay. Well, let me get some advice.
I'll recommend something in.
Yes. Off the record just for a moment.
You think to protect us, it would be just better to wait rather than to act.
Okay. Excuse me. Yeah. Mr. Kelly, we're gonna, obviously, we can't complete this without the appellate.
Understood.
And so what we're going to do is pause this portion of the hearing and see if there's something else we can quickly do and come back to you. Okay?
Absolutely. No
All right.
problem. Thank you.
Okay, what's our next matter?
That would bring us to number 19 on today's list, HA 2025-000727 for 5645 Beaumont Street, Willie Mikell, last name Mikell.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the City of Philadelphia.
Afternoon, Ms. Skiles. Willie Mikell. Willie Mikell, you present? Willie Mikell, are you present? Anyone present representing the interests of 5645 Beaumont Street? Anyone present? Okay, let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 1145 Darrah, Darrah Road in Warminster, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 30th, 2025.
Okay, thank you very much. No one's responding. What is the city's pleasure?
We would ask for a city affirm for failure to appear.
Oh, thank you. What time do we have?
2:29 p.m.
2:29 p.m. We will poll the board regarding the HA 2025-000727, 5645 Beaumont Street, Willie Mikell. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Moving to 20 on today's list, HA 2025-000728 for 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter and Tomir Versano.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen for the city.
Afternoon. Okay, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present?
Yes.
Yes,
Brian
present.
Leonard.
Oh, okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Oh, okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Versano, are you present? Yes. Brian Letter. Okay, good. 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter or Tomer Vers What is, and I'll ask each of you, what is your relationship to this property? Mr.
We're the
Letter,
owners. We're the owners of this property.
the two of you are joint owners of the property?
Joint owners. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And in this instance, who will be the spokesman during the hearing?
I was hoping we both could, but I can lead if that is more convenient.
Okay, it's fine as long as you aren't repeating the answer given by the other person.
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Letter, raise your right hand to be sworn.
Yep.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
And Mr. Versano, raise your hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, do we have any witnesses for the city?
Yes, we have Inspector Brandon Banks.
Okay, sir, why don't you just, we don't have anyone else here, so use the other mic. Okay, your name for the record again?
Inspector Brandon Banks.
And raise your right hand to be sworn, Mr. Banks. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. Place your hand down. Okay, all right, let's proceed.
Before we do, the city would stipulate there was an unfit lack of heat violation that has since been complied. The city would then present evidence about the remaining violations, that there is an inoperative fire alarm system, and that the heat to specifically the first floor bathroom needs to be restored.
So the only open violation is,
Those are the two open violations. The unfit no heat violation has been complied.
okay, all right, thank you. Well, let's proceed.
Oh, sorry, I apologize. There is also a light fixture in the first floor apartment that is not receiving electricity. I forgot about that violation.
Okay, well, maybe what we can do is go, you normally would present the notices themselves, and we can look at those and determine what's open and what's complied.
Oh, it can be part of the city's presentation.
Okay.
Is the city making its presentation, or
Yeah.
are we doing opening statements?
Oh, no. Given this, unless there's a complicated matter, we just proceed as we normally would.
Okay, I don't believe so, but let's see if the appellants have any statements, just in case.
Sure.
Yes.
Our position is that this is an electric heating system, as well as the lights are obviously electric. And there was some work that our contractor was doing and had accidentally switched off the breakers that supplied this electric unit and this light fixture. And so it was written in error that these things were not functioning. They are functioning, it's just that they were turned off.
But they were not functioning at the time of the inspection.
At the time of the inspection, yes, that's correct. They were not functioning.
Okay. All right, let's proceed.
All right, the city will share its exhibits on screen that have been previously provided to both the board and to the appellants. Inspector Banks, have you had an opportunity to review the records for and visit the property at 504 East Johnson Street?
Yes, sir.
And actually, I'll just jump right into the Exhibit C1, which are the violation photos from the January 24th inspection. Have you reviewed these photos?
Yes, sir.
And were these taken by an L&I inspector through the course of their ordinary duties?
Yes, sir.
And are these something that's saved in L&I system through the ordinary course of L&I's duty?
Yes, it is.
And specifically on page 3 in the packet, what are we seeing in this photograph?
Main fire alarm panel. Looks like it's been painted over, along with the pool station.
And just the page 4 is just a close-up of the same. So is this an operative fire alarm that you're unable to see anything of the fire alarm panel?
That is correct.
Or is it yes or no an operative fire alarm?
No.
And on page 5, what, if anything, is depicted in this photograph?
It's like a little electrical fan, a lamp that's located in one of the residential rooms.
And is this fixture specifically receiving electricity? Does it turn on and off?
Not at the time of the inspection.
And did the original inspector actually perform a re-inspection and view this light fixture?
No.
Have you reviewed the original inspector's notes from both of the interior inspections that they performed?
Yes.
Do you need a moment to refresh your recollection about what is in the content of those notes?
Okay.
And are these notes taken by the inspector through their ordinary duties?
Yes.
Did the inspector visit the property twice? The original inspector?
The original inspector, yes.
And at both re-inspections, was this light fixture that's on screen working or not working?
Not working.
And did the inspector note at their inspections whether there was heat at both inspections in the first floor bathroom?
Note stated it was without heat.
At both inspections?
Yes. Then on the
sorry,
I'm sorry, on the first, and then on the second, heat was restored.
Heat was restored to what parts of the property?
First floor,
But was it restored in all rooms of the first floor?
not all rooms.
What was the room that heat wasn't restored?
Baseboard heaters, an electric stove.
Would that be the baseboard heater that's on screen in this photo on page 7?
Yes, sir.
And scrolling down now to page 8, what is this document that I have on screen?
This is the violation notice and order to correct.
And is this a document LNI issues in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes, sir.
And is the document, the information that goes into this document, is it entered by an inspector through the course of their ordinary duties?
Yes, sir.
And I'm just going to scroll through the document very slowly. The highlighting is not in the original. I've added it for emphasis, but are all of the violations highlighted in red the violations that were still in violation as of the last time LNI was in this property?
Yes, sir.
Specifically with respect to, the fire alarm system, have any permits been pulled to replace or modify or repair this fire alarm system?
No, sir.
Have any fire alarm annual certifications been filed with LNI that would show that the system was tested and certified by a professional?
No, sir.
And would a permit be required to repair this fire alarm system?
Yes, sir, it would be.
And just for the board's sake, I do have a copy of the appellant's appeal that has been highlighted. It actually says, although it's a little cut off, we are not appealing this violation with respect to the fire alarm testing and certification.
If I may, that is cut off.
No, sir, you may
Okay.
not. You can't jump in. You'll have an opportunity in a moment, okay?
Yes.
Are the two LNI property history exhibits on pages 13 through 15, are those documents LNI keeps in the ordinary course of its business?
Yes, sir.
And are they also, the information that goes into these documents entered by LNI employees through the course of their ordinary duties?
Yes, sir.
And did you actually check this document on screen on page 15 is from November 12th? Did you check today to see if there are certifications or permits in the system?
No permits in the system
As of today?
as of today.
All right. Thank you very much. And the final exhibit, Exhibit 6, C6, is a deed showing both Mr. Letter and Mr. Versano as co-owners of the property. And with that, I will stop sharing my screen.
Mr. Lederer, do you have any questions for Mr. Banks based on his testimony?
I don't have any questions, no.
Okay, all right. Mr. Barsano, do you have any questions for Mr. Banks? You're muted, sir. Yep.
No questions, no.
Okay. All right. Any additional witnesses for the city?
Nothing from the city except to move its exhibits packet into evidence.
Okay, so moved. Okay. All right, Mr. Lederer and Mr. Barsano, your opportunity to present your case.
Sure. I do want to point out that that document that was cut off that shows our initial appeal, it does say that we're requesting additional time to complete the work for the fire alarm system. It's a key line that was cut off, but that was part of our initial appeal stating that. My other comments, we submitted some documentation last night, exhibits for our case. Admittedly, I know we're supposed to submit 3 days before. We misread that note. I'm wondering if those were received and if those can be part of this hearing.
Well, do you have them handy? Can you share your screen and share with you? Now, check with the city. Do you have any objection to?
Yes, actually, the city did receive the email or was forwarded the email and received the exhibits. The city objects to, there's a group of exhibits that are leases, residential leases, and communications with tenants that have nothing to do with the violations at issue. The city would object to those on the basis of relevance, but there are some other exhibits that,
Okay, so let's
city
do
doesn't
this.
object to.
Let's do this. As if any of those things are presented today, we will then entertain your objection.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Letter?
Yeah, I'd like to open the initial appeal form and show the not cut off portion, if I may.
Okay, but now we have that appeal form and
Okay.
we read it in full. So is there something new information that we have not seen?
It does say that we are asking for more time to complete the work for the fire alarm system.
Okay. All right. We understood.
Okay. Regarding the
Mr.
other
Lederer,
two,
I have
yes,
a question.
sure.
The violation notice was dated January 28th, January, I believe 28th, which is 11 months ago.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you haven't applied for permits for a fire alarm system since January of this year?
I have 3 quotes from
Yes,
contractors to
that's a yes or
complete the
no
work.
question, I think.
That's a no. The
Thank you.
reason being is we haven't been able to get access to the second floor unit, which we need access to all the units to complete the work.
Okay.
The tenant
Mr.
has
Leonard,
not been giving us access.
Do you plan to share your screen and show us certain things?
Yes.
But please give him permission to share a screen. Yep.
This is the lease for the second floor unit,
And
which
the city does object to.
Okay, there's an
leases
objection
as-
to
Okay.
that. I'm not sure. What's the relevance of that based on the violation?
the relevance is this is showing when the lease on the second floor ends, which would be the deadline for our extended time to complete the work, which would
Is it-
be December.
Okay, we're going to sustain that objection. So, because you have to understand something. The extension of time for something like a fire alarm system that affects people's life and safety is not part of what we do.
Okay, understood.
Okay. All right, so let's move on.
Regarding that, I have conversations from our contractor who was there 2 days before the violation occurred, showing that, he was doing work, which is what caused this violation in the first place. I was hoping to have testimony from my tenant today, either as a witness that we could call or otherwise, but he's unavailable to tell us that the electric is functioning. So this time, that's the evidence that I
I
have.
would object to the conversation both as hearsay and also not relevant. The city's position is that the electricity is back on. Our inspector saw that at the secondary inspection, but even with the electricity on, the violations that the city listed persist. So it's not an electricity problem. So that isn't really relevant to the existence of the violations in the notice.
Okay, let's do this. Mr. Lederer, the contractor who's engaged at your property, he's pulled permits to do certain work?
It was work that didn't require permits.
Okay, so the work that does require permits that are part of the violation, that's where we should be focusing your presentation today, so we can get a sense of what to do about that.
Okay. That's all the evidence I have to share at this time.
Okay, Mr. Versano, do you have any presentation you'd like to make?
No, I just want to add that part of the evidence we sent for the first floor unit, we sent 4 leases. The tenants have been placed since 2022.
The
There
city,
was,
again, objects to discussion of the leases as not really relevant.
I do think it's relevant because if there's no
Okay, wait a
heat
minute, hold on a
and
second.
electric in the
Hold-
unit
Hold on a
for
second.
4 years, they wouldn't live there.
Mr.
and renew their
Farsano,
lease.
when we say hold on a second, that means stop talking.
My apologies.
The city had an objection, so I hear the objection, but I'm going to overrule the objection in this
Actually was
instance.
going to clarify, the city's objection is to the leases specifically. The city will stipulate to the unit being occupied. That's really the relevant
Oh,
portion.
okay.
But when we're talking about, is there a lease and how long has it existed? That doesn't really matter. here.
Okay. Mr. Farsano, anything else you want to add?
Yeah, so back to my original point, the tenants have been in place since 2022. We, as landlords, do not go to their apartments only if there are issues. They did not communicate to us that issue. We were told to check the breakers and then it would be resolved. It was usually the tenants would communicate with, it was a partner that called the city instead of communicating with us directly to be solved immediately. The light fixture was a fan in place when the tenants moved. The apartment was ready. And until this incident, we were not aware that there was no light fixture. So yeah, I wanted to add that. As well as for the fire alarm, we purchased the property as is with the fire alarm being painted on. And we're told that a 3-unit property does not necessarily need a fire alarm. We try to talk to people, inspector, and learned conflicting information about this. And once we got the violations Brian mentioned, we contacted contractors to perform the work. And then we got a new hurdle with the second floor unit tenant that we supposed to resolve by the end of the month and have access to the unit and then resolve all the work.
Okay. A few questions for you. How many units in this building?
It's a 3-unit property.
3 units. And how long have you been the owners of the property?
It's 2019.
And are all the units occupied?
The units are occupied, yes.
Okay. And this fire alarm system that you were given notice of, you, as of today's date, you have not corrected the fire alarm violation, correct?
We, as Brian mentioned, we're not able to because all the contractors were brought in try to get to the second unit as they need access to all units. And unfortunately, we're dealing with a troubled tenant that we try to get out.
Yeah, but part of your issue is that you have a panel that's painted over that photographs was taken.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a huge issue. I suggest that's probably some action, some steps you could have taken, but you have not as of yet. Okay, anyone else have any questions? Any other questions?
I guess I'm a little confused. You bought this property in 2019. That's 6 years ago. And you've had 6 years to install an operating fire alarm system, but you haven't done it in the 6 years?
So from what we've heard, it's required for 4+ units and not 1 to 3 units. That's what we understood.
And this
I have a
has been
question. Who did you
painted multiple
understand that
times.
from? Where did you get that information?
Internet search and some contractor we talked to. Yeah.
Did it occur to you, either of you, to contact the city's Department of L&I to find out what the code required when you purchased the property and saw that the fire alarm panel had been painted over?
Honestly, it did not. We're young new landlords. Looking back, we should have, but this was an oversight. We were naive to believe the previous owner. So yeah, that's
Inspector Banks, if
Yes.
I may.
Yes.
Is a working fire alarm system required in a 3-unit apartment building?
Yes, Philadelphia Code states that fire alarm system and components, if it's installed in a building, it needs to be properly working at all times and/or removed. Due to the fact that there's residents in that property, it needs to be working, operable, and without being painted on at all times.
Thank
I
you.
have a question.
And then I'm sorry, I would like to add also if any installation or modification is done to that fire alarm panel, a permit is required.
That was actually going to be part of the city's closing. It's section F105.9.3 of the Philadelphia Code.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right, let's move on then.
I have a question.
You have a question?
I have a question, Mr. Bank.
Yes.
So a 3-unit dwelling, does it need a fire alarm system?
No, yes, it does. A multi-unit dwelling, yes.
Okay.
That's kind of what what the board member Katie just mentioned. That's information we saw online as well, that it doesn't. So there is conflicting information. Obviously, we want to put anyone at risk. Again, Brian and I were not huge landlords. We're just 2 friends, and each unit, as soon as we put tenants there, we made sure to put two fire extinguisher, made sure they're working, and of course, if we'd known that additional work is needed, we would have done it right away.
I have a question, Mr. Rossana. In addition to the two fire extinguishers, did you install battery operated smoke detectors throughout?
Exactly. Yes. New smoke detectors in each room.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Sorry, it's also in our leases that if any issues with battery or anything, to contact us right away to make sure we'll getting cared of.
Okay, thank you. All right, any closing argument from the city before we proceed to vote on this matter?
Yes. Just that one of the reasons for in a multi-unit dwelling, a tied-in fire alarm system is because a smoke detector down on the first floor unit, when that goes off, will not alert the person up in the third floor unit to exit the building. And I don't know if the board read the Inquirer this morning, but yesterday, unfortunately, there was a fire on Hope Street that ended up killing 3 people. The fire started in the first floor where there were no working smoke alarms. And unfortunately, that took the lives of the 3 people inside that building. So a proper working fire alarm system is vital.
Thank you. Anything else before we vote from Mr. Letter or Mr. Persano? If not,
for me.
No.
we will poll the board on HA 2025-000728, 504 East Johnson Street, Brian Letter and Tomer Varsano. City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, this is unanimous vote. City affirmed, sir. Sirs, that means that you've lost your appeal. You may appeal a decision of this board. If you choose to do that and you need information, call the administrator's office. Someone there will tell you what you need to do to appeal a decision of this board. Thank you very much. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you.
Kindly, members of the board.
Okay, let's go back to the other matter.
Recalling case 57 on today's list, HA 2025-002996 for 2400 North 52nd Street, Jonathan Walker.
Okay, Mr. Walker, please unmute yourself. Mr. Walker, please unmute yourself. Mr. Walker, please unmute yourself.
I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Walker, what happened? About 2:30 or so,
I do
you dropped off.
apologize. I do apologize. My computer, it died. Again, I was at work and I didn't realize that the computer was dead. But I did put it on a charger. So I hope that I would stay on again this go around.
Okay, let's proceed with the hearing. Okay, Mr. Kelly?
Thank you. Can I just pick up where we left off?
Yes, please pick up where we left off.
Supervisor Lee, so in the course of your duties, did you become aware of the property at 2400 North 52nd Street?
Yes.
Have you had the chance to review the L&I case file for that property?
Yes.
And are those records made and kept in the regular course of L&I's business?
Yes.
Have you also been out to the property yourself to complete an inspection?
I have, yes.
I'm going to ask to share my screen.
Yes, please.
Thank you. Is this zoomed in sufficiently?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Supervisor Lee, do you recognize this document?
Yes, that's a violation notice in order to correct.
Is this for the property at 2400 North 52nd Street?
Yes, and it's dated for July 29th, 2025.
And to whom was it issued?
It was issued to Jonathan Walker,
And
to the
your
property
knowledge-
address. I'm sorry.
That's fine. To your knowledge, is Mr. Walker a tenant of the owner, which is an LLC?
To my knowledge, yes.
I'll scroll through each of them. Can you just identify which violations are noted here?
Yeah,
starting with
so
that
a
first one.
violation was issued. The first one, a violation was issued for them to obtain a use registration permit to legalize a single family dwelling converted into a 10 rooming unit house.
And next one, please.
In addition to that, a violation for the certificate of occupancy was issued as well.
Next one.
A violation was issued for missing carbon monoxide detectors outside of each sleeping unit.
And I believe there's two more.
There was a violation issued for the basement having improper storage,
When you say improper storage, what does that mean?
excessive storage.
Is it meaning that it's too close to the ceiling?
Yes, there was one violation, separate violation issued for the storage being too close to the ceiling. And there was another violation for the amount of storage, a combustible storage inside of the basement.
And what's this last violation here?
The last violation was for the owner to obtain/renew the rental license for the property.
Is there any rental license on file held by either the LLC or by Mr. Walker for this property?
So there was a rental license, I believe it was for the owner's LLC, but I'm not sure if it's connected to Mr. Walker.
But that either way, that has since expired.
Yes.
Was that okay? Move on. Were you the supervisor for this case for the initial inspection?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to scroll down to the next exhibit here. This is City's Exhibit 2. Can you please identify what this document is?
That is a notice of intent to cease operations in order.
And why was this intent to cease issued?
An intent to cease was immediately issued due to the property operating as a rooming house, a 10-unit rooming house without zoning or certificate of occupancy.
What is this property zoned for?
It is currently zoned as a single-family dwelling.
It's a single-family detached dwelling, correct?
Correct.
All right. I will scroll down to the next exhibit. Can you identify when this photograph was taken?
That photograph would have been taken July 23rd, 2025.
Was this the initial inspection?
That would have been the initial inspection, yes.
All right. And I'm just going to walk through the photographs. If you can just describe for the board what we're looking at here. So is this the front of the property?
Yes, that's the front exterior of the property.
What are we looking at here?
So at the door, I believe that's the front door, that is a sign posted quiet hours. It states, please remember that this is a shared space, and it gives the days of the week and the time for the quiet hours. And it also notates that they have working adults on site, college students, and other professionals. And they're requesting that they please respect the quiet hours.
Does this indicate to you that this property is being used as a rooming house?
Absolutely.
And just to clarify, at the top it says, I'll just read it, welcome to JLW quarters. Do you understand Mr. Walker's initials to be JLW?
Yes.
On the next picture, what are we looking at here?
I'm not sure. Yeah, if you could zoom that in a bit. That's
Sure.
a Cash App symbol, and it's basically telling people that tips are welcome and thank you for joining us.
Scroll down to the next photograph.
Mhm.
Can you identify what we're looking at here?
So these are labeled rooms, and the numbers go up to 10. If I am not mistaken, that is the first floor. Yes, 9 and 10 should be on the first floor. It would have been on the first floor. There's also, I'm not sure if you can zoom in there a bit. Yep.
I'm going to zoom in on this sign. I just want you to tell me, and I know can the board read this?
Yes.
Okay. Supervisor Lee, can you tell me if I read this correctly? Upon
Yes.
exiting the room for the day or to check out, please cut off all lights, lamps, televisions, and air conditioners.
Yes.
Does the or to check out language also indicate to you that this is a rooming house?
Yes, it also states at the top, welcome to the JLW quarters, home, stay, and Airbnb.
All right, I'm going to go down to the next photograph.
Mhm.
What are we looking at here?
So we're looking at another room, that's room 2, and that would have been on the second floor.
These are all individual units?
Yes, all individually numbered units. Well, rooms.
Rooms. And the next
Yes.
photograph?
These are rooms 6 and 7, individually numbered again. And if I am not mistaken, that is floor 3.
Is that the same, I can zoom in if necessary, but the same sign on the door?
Same sign that was posted on the
Ms.
first
Lee?
floor. Oh,
Ms. Lee,
yes, I'm sorry.
You'll need to say yes or no.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yes.
Yes.
Scrolling down to the next photograph here, is this the basement storage that was cited?
Yes.
Can you describe what about this condition is in violation of the code?
So there's excessive combustible storage, the boxes, the mattress lining that you can kind of see on the table. And it's not just the amount of the storage, it's also the fact that the storage exceeds height. It's nearly touching the ceiling.
And that is its own violation, correct?
Correct.
On the next photograph, and I'll zoom in, this was taken on the same day, correct?
Yes. So that is the front exterior of the property.
Is that I don't know if the board can see that, but on the door, a notice of intent to cease?
Yes.
That is actually a separate cease poster for something different.
Okay, that's for a separate case, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
That is the delivery of the cease posters. Inspector Tolbert delivered them and put them underneath the mailbox so that they could be retrieved by all occupants.
All right. And I'm going to actually scroll pretty far down. I just want to find exactly where it is. Did you, when you became aware of this case, did you conduct some research online?
I did, yes.
Give me 1 minute. Can you identify what we're looking at here?
Yes, that's a listing. It's Citru listing for the property, and it was done by Mr. Walker. And it gives the amount, it gives the address of the property and the amount of each room.
Do you recall roughly when you saved this document?
It would have been September 18th of 2025.
I'm gonna scroll down so that I think this is what you were referring to, but does it say listed by Jonathan?
Yes.
Okay. And are there 3 separate private bedrooms here available for rent?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a minimum stay on the house rules as well?
A minimum stay of 1 month.
Does this also give you an indication that this is a rooming home?
Yes.
Okay. Just as a offer of proof, Supervisor Lee downloaded this in September. I did the same about 6 days ago. This is included as Exhibit 7, only to show that it is still active on the website.
Okay.
Today.
Thank you.
I'm going to take you all the way up towards the front to. Did you complete an inspection yourself, Supervisor Lee?
Yes, I did a follow-up inspection in September.
Okay, great. Is this a photograph from that inspection?
This is the photograph from that inspection. That's the first floor common area. And see the bathroom, the rear bathroom, and it's a common area to the right.
Is this another bedroom or a common space?
Yes, that is a basement. That is actually a basement bedroom area, which is a prohibited occupancy. I do not believe that was documented on the initial inspection, but we did discover that on the follow-up.
So there's a separate unit in the basement?
I wouldn't call it a separate full unit because there's no stove or anything like that. But there's a bedroom down there, and the gentleman that escorted me, he did indicate that he occupied the basement.
Okay. He sleeps there.
Yes.
Okay. In the next photograph?
More storage. Another thing that we uncovered during that September investigation, the electrical panel coverage. The electrical panel was exposed, which is concerning. You have storage near the panel, but that would have to be repaired as well.
Okay. And that's what I'm highlighting here. It's open.
Yes, it's exposed. There's wires running in between, and just a bit concerning.
Understood. I'll skip through a couple of these. What are we looking at here?
So right now we're looking at, that's from my inspection. The signs are now gone, but the beds are still present. So
When you
that
say the
didn't
signs, you
necessarily,
mean the numbers, the
the numbers are gone, but the beds, they're still present.
Was there any material change to the living situation besides those numbers being taken down?
No, I documented 10 sleeping areas and 6 beds. So they're still exceeding the requirement. It would have to be 3 unrelated.
Understood. And this is on, I actually can't see what page this is on. Page 30 of the city's exhibit packet. Is this that same, in the top right, there's 2 things on this picture, but in the top right, is that same sign
sorry,
that we
yes.
saw before?
Yes, that's the same sign that we saw in the beginning. My apologies. And there's also a locked thermostat. We typically see locked thermostats when it's a shared space.
Why is that?
And will be because you don't want everybody having access to the thermostat. It's usually the main person that has access to it.
Okay. And this was closed and locked?
Yes.
Okay. Did you, there are more pictures here. I think we're sort of clear on what the inside of the property looks like. So I'll stop sharing my screen. Supervisor Lee, did you talk to anyone when you went and did your inspection?
Yes, I spoke with the tenant, Tevin, when I spoke with Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker said that he wouldn't be present. So Tevin took me around. He did the walkthrough with me.
Okay. And what, if anything, did you learn from that?
What did I learn from that inspection? I'm just going to kind of refer to my notes a bit. I completed the interior inspection and found that none of the fire code violations had been resolved. As I mentioned, Mr. Walker informed me in advance that he would not be present, but arranged for an occupant, Tevin, to provide access. Although the numbers were removed, the signage was still posted referencing the quiet hours and notating the presence of working adults, college students, etc. There were a total of 10 sleeping areas identified, including 6 beds. One of these was in the rear basement, which constituted a prohibited occupancy. Mr. Walker had made the claim that they were related, and Tevin did as well. I requested for them to provide the names of all occupants so that we could verify, and as of this date, that has not been done.
Have any of these violations been complied to date?
No, not at this time.
That's all I have. I would offer for cross.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Walker, do you have any questions for Inspector Lee based on her testimony?
I don't have any questions for Inspector Lee.
Okay, well, just at the moment, you can get we'll let you do your presentation in a moment. Just want to make sure, get the questions out of the way. So any additional witnesses, Mr. Kelly?
No, I would just ask to move the city's exhibits into evidence.
So moved.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Mr. Walker, now is your opportunity to present your case.
Number one, I am grateful for this time here. When we started this whole process way back in early over the summer, I guess somewhere around July, when Ella and I came out to initially have the conversation about a rooming house and an Airbnb and all those things of that sort, I explained to them that I did go through the process to like apply for some type of license. Once the license was not obtained, because I was not the actual owner of the property, I was told to cease the idea of like even attempting to open my house up for like a shared space in Airbnb. So I was told to remove everything off of the Airbnb, which I did. The posts that are in the pictures, and that post is still up. It's probably like on Facebook or somewhere. I don't even know where it's at, right? So I have to do some research myself to pull that down. As of today, and as of September the 1st, there was no one in my space occupying my space as an Airbnb. My stepdad and stepmom has moved in with me into the property, as well as my brother and my cousin. So I have family that is in the property with me. I am taking care of the bills and I'm taking care of the rent myself. So that's that piece there. The signage that's up, I am one person, to be honest. So for me to be one person, some things are really clear, right? They're little kids in the house. So I do have quiet hours. I'm still requiring quiet hours. We are a family, but at the end of the day, I'm a professional. Some of my family are in college. So at the end of the day, we do need the space to be quiet. So there are still rules that are in my house. The bathroom is a shared space. It's a shared space. It's a lot of us in the house. So I do have to, I'm an educator. I'm a certified principal. I run schools. I run my house almost like I would run a school. At the end of the day, these kids, at the end of the day, my nieces and nephews, my little sister, they have to be quiet at the end of the day at a certain time because they're over my head. I do sleep in the basement. That is my quarters, right? So I do sleep downstairs. So I hear everything on the bottom of my house. So I do let them know that they have to make sure that they are quiet. As far as the name of the occupants component, I did not know that there was like a need to like email that in, text that, whatever the case may be. I can give you that as of today, so you can, do your rundown of the occupants in the house if that was the case there. As far as the carbon monoxide detectors, if you, Inspector Lee, I do remember you did come out and you should have seen that there were carbon monoxide detectors in the space. We did contact the Philadelphia Fire Department, and they said that there was a 90-day wait or more for them to come out to supply us with carbon monoxide. So what I did decide to do was I did decide to just go ahead upon myself and spend some money and purchase carbon monoxide detectors to get them up in the house. I'm not sure we need to have 10 carbon monoxide detectors out front of each door, but I do recall that I did install a total of 2 carbon monoxide detectors in the space, in the basement, as well as down on the first floor level. So for clarification there, I need to know like how many detectors need to be in the house because I'm willing to get those up. If it needs to be in front of every bedroom door, I just need to know that for clarification purposes. And then as far as like the names of my family, I can get that stuff into you all. But again, I'm not running an Airbnb. I'm not running a rooming house. It is me and my family. We live together. My name is on the lease and I take care of my bills.
Any cross-examination?
I do. Mr. Walker, do you typically ask your family for tips?
That is old. That is from July, August. If you notice, I don't think that is still up. Again, some of that stuff is old. That stuff had to come down because of the simple fact when Ellen and I first came
If I can
out,
just, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off,
yeah.
but that was from the September inspection. I can triple check. There was an inspection that also occurred in November. I can see
And to be honest, if it was still up, I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to take it down. I'm just one person. Okay, but if you want to check my Cash App to see if I received tips or something like that, there's no tips on my Cash App or anything like that. That stuff is old. I'm sorry to stress to you all that again, that stuff is old.
Well, it's not
That
a
stuff
question.
is from the summer. And yeah.
Why were they up in the first place?
In the summertime, because I was preparing to occupy my space on Airbnb.
But it's your
In the
testimony
summer.
today that you never did that.
No, in the summer, I started the process. Once I was contacted and Ellen and I came out to my house over the summer, and they had the issue with the fact that my certificate, if you look on the Eclipse, I did apply. Once the certificate was not put through, and they said everything had to come down off of the websites and everything like that, I did take everything down off of the website and Airbnb. Now, maybe like Facebook Marketplace is like a few different places I was over the summer. That stuff there, it might still be up. But once that happened, my stepdad, he fell ill. He had a heart attack, so we moved them into the house just about probably mid-September, October. So that's how my family got in with me.
So if I can just clarify for the board, I just want to re-share my screen, if I may. The date, this is from the SearTrue website.
What is
apartment
that?
Sharing website. It's an apartment sort of adjacent to Airbnb, Zillow, something like that. This was pulled 6 days ago.
I don't even know what website that is, to be honest. So like,
Well, it's
sadly, I don't even know what that is.
Wait. Let Mr. Kelly complete his statement.
Sure. I understand. I mean, if he's saying that he doesn't know what the website is, that's fine, but it's his name. It's this property listed for over the course of 3 now months. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
There's no action on that because again, I have no space and I'm not running this anymore, right? From September-ish, I would say, yeah, September, all this is like non-existence in any way. So this is just old trash on the website, and unfortunately, I have to find a way to get this down.
Okay, any additional questions from anyone?
Mr. Walker,
Yes.
when you leased the property, did you believe that it was legal at that time to make it into a 10-unit rooming house?
When I leased the property, I was not aware. Let me name that,
no.
that I was not able to do that. Once I dealt with Eclipse, and Eclipse I was fighting with the activity license to deal with that there. Then once LNI got involved and I talked to the inspector, and the inspector told me the things to do as far as it couldn't happen because it's not licensed. So you have to take everything down off Airbnb. What I did right away is I went onto the app and I, deleted everything because again, everything's on the internet. I'm really smart. So I do know that, at the end of the day, these people can type this up on Google and it might come back up again, right? So it's not like this exhibit that you have here, I don't even know where it is, to be honest. So it just has to come down. This just doesn't exist right now.
Okay, Mr. Walker, I think you've answered the question.
Yeah.
Any additional questions?
Yeah, I have a question, Mr. Walker. You said you're a pretty smart guy, and you said that you own the property and you pay your bills, and you're but one person. Why did you go to the Philadelphia Fire Department to purchase or to acquire carbon monoxide detectors?
Oh, well, it's my first time going through a process like this. So to my understanding, smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, those things I believe should be provided maybe from the city. So I wanted to find the city to be a resource. I also went to Home Depot to find out that carbon monoxide detectors, they're about $25 to $65 per detector. And I cannot afford that right now. My rent in my house is $4,800. My electric, water, my gas, that exceeds, so I can afford those little things right now. So to be honest, I wanted to use a free resource. So I called the fire department and they told me a 90-day wait and they would be able to get me detectors. But I did know that Inspector Lee was coming out, and to show being a good steward of understanding that I have some code validations, I did make sure that I at least got what I could afford, which was 2 detectors for the basement and in the living room, because I read on Google. I don't know about these things, where these carbon monoxide detectors are supposed to go. I'm just learning to do.
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, we have the answer.
Can I ask you a yes or no answer question?
Yes.
Did you, at any time in the course of the summer, from whenever you started your lease and put the numbers up on the rooms, did you actually have tenants in using and occupying these rooms for a limited or some period of time? And all you have to say is, yes, I did, or no, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
You never had anyone occupying any of those rooms
No.
or paying you rent?
No.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Walker, how long have you resided in the building?
I've been at this house since June 26, 2024.
So you've been a resident there since 2024?
Yes.
Okay. And you are a tenant, you rent the whole house?
I rent the entire house. I got my lease. Yep.
Now, does your lease provide for subleasing any of the space?
No, my lease does not provide for subleasing of any of the space.
Okay. Now, when you moved in, did you move in with the intention of subleasing the space for whatever, either rooming house or Airbnb or whatever?
No, my intention was just to move into the house. I'm making $125,000 a year. I just wanted to treat myself.
Okay, but you've determined that you can't afford to maintain the house as a single occupant. Is that your position?
No, that's not my position. My stepfather fell ill, and the place where they lived at, it basically was deeply dilapidated. I should be able to pull those pictures up for you. But
Okay, no. What
we
I'm
couldn't live in it
referencing,
anymore.
no. What I'm referencing is you made the comment that you had not, that you chose to go to the fire department because the smoke detectors, et cetera, were too expensive for your budget. That's the only reason I asked you that.
Yeah, of course. Yes, that's outside of my budget.
Outside of your budget. So when you moved in, you weren't prepared to do all the things needed to occupy that space as a single individual.
I was.
Okay. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. Any closing statements, Mr. Walker? And then we'll hear from the city.
There's just I just live in the house, and everything that has been presented today, I'm not doing anything besides living in the house with my family. So, and I'm willing to provide our names to you so that way we can, get past that. But that's that. And every time you ask me to do something, I did it from the beginning to make sure that we weren't even in this situation. I do have a neighbor across the street. His name is George, and I do think that he has been a part of the reason this has been happening because of the fact he's been calling LNI or the police about illegal things and things that are just not true. So, yeah.
Okay, well, we don't know how the complaint came in, but the other thing I would ask, and this is from Mr. Kelly or your witness, the dates on the cease operations notice.
Sure, the first or second exhibit?
Did you say there were two ceases posted?
Yes.
And
So
why was that?
If I can clarify,
Yeah.
there's a separate case that has been written that was also appealed, but was not appealed at the same time as this violation and was not submitted as an emergency request. So there is a separate case that will presumably come to the board. at
Do you
some
know the
point.
context of that case?
I would defer to Supervisor Lee. I just would prefer her to answer that.
My
Is he
neighbor
available?
across the street, George, called.
No. Wait a minute. Wait, Mr. Walker. Supervisor Lee, can you respond at all to this issue of the separate case? You're muted.
Yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you guys hear? Okay. So I'm gonna jump in here really quickly. So it looks like there is a separate case for a pop-up shop that was operating at the property. That the cease actually happened there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes,
So there
it
was a
looks like-
retail enterprise being operated in the building.
Yes, this was prior to the rooming house case. Prior to this, this location was cited for operating an illegal pop-up shop, and they enforced the cease, and it has
Okay,
been
thank you.
appealed.
Okay, that has also been appealed?
Yes, that has been appealed, but not an emergency appeal.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, and the cease, do you know if all the occupants have been interviewed or informed of the cease operations? Ms. Lee?
Are you, no, I've never been given the names of the occupants. We just provide enough intent to ceases to accommodate everyone. So if
Okay.
there's 10 units, we're doing 10 intent to ceases, notices.
Is it your testimony that someone spoke directly to Mr. Walker and informed him that you needed the names of the individuals to confirm that there were no more than 3 unrelated individuals?
Me.
You spoke to him directly?
Yes, the day of my inspection in September, I notified Tevin, the occupant that I did the walkthrough with. And then I debriefed with Mr. Walker over the phone, and I let him know that it's pretty simple. If you can provide the names of the occupants and where they are in the structure, we can research this and we can verify. And I haven't been given that information yet.
Okay, and is the cease operations poster still in place?
The cease operation was for the pop-up shop. The intent to cease is for the rooming house. That's what they're appealing right now. They're trying to prevent that.
So that one hasn't gone up yet, depending on the outcome of this hearing?
Correct.
Okay.
Supervisor Lee, the person that you Mr. Walker, could you, are you having trouble hearing us? Because again, there's a lot of motion on your screen that's distracting. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I can hear everything. My computer is slightly
We've
low right
asked you
now.
several times to try to keep the motion down. Okay. Supervisor Lee, when you did the inspection and someone showed you around the house, did that person identify themselves as a relative, or how do you know who that person was?
Yes, he's the tenant. He identified himself as being related, as in what way, I don't know, but he said, I'm related to, I guess, Mr. Walker.
Thank you.
I have a question for Supervisor Lee. Any of the
Yes.
boxes and storages that were stacked to the ceiling, has any of that been remediated?
No. And
you.
Mr. Walker mentioned the carbon monoxide alarms on the September inspection. I think you might be confused. That wasn't me. I didn't see carbon monoxide alarms on the September inspection. I only saw smoke detection. Not to say that you didn't get it afterwards, but I didn't see it on my inspection.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, any closing from Mr. Kelly?
Yes, just very briefly. I think this evidence is very clear. We're obviously seeking a city affirm today on both the notice of violation and on the intent to cease. I think the department correctly issued both of them. We've presented significant evidence, the photographs of the numbered doors, the check-in, the check-out information, post on the door, along with information about tips, how to tip Mr. Walker. The fact that the appellant has listed the property on several sites, and seemingly some of them are still active. It's still available for someone to click on and rent out the property today. Renting out individual rooms with minimum 1 month stays. This isn't something that you do with family. Appellant has shown no evidence, despite being asked repeatedly by the department to show that this is a single family residence. He said earlier that he's done everything that has been asked of him. I genuinely do not a single violation has been complied, nor have any material steps been taken to show to the department that any of the violations are any closer to compliance than they were at the initial. The city does not find his testimony credible. This is a hazard. It needs to be corrected. For that reason, we're asking for a city affirm.
Thank you very much. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-002996, 2400 North 52nd Street. Jonathan Walker, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, Mr. Walker, there's unanimous vote, city affirmed. That means that you've lost your appeal. You may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to appeal our decision, call the administrator's office and someone there will tell you what you need to do to appeal a decision of the board. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good evening. All the
I
witnesses
just have
are
one
excused.
question. I know that you're going to dismiss me right away, but what does this mean here?
That means that your appeal failed. You did not, you lost your appeal.
Appeal failed, and then what is the next step? I'm
Oh,
being
there are no
transparent.
next steps yet. Well, let me respond. There are no
Yes.
next steps unless you choose to appeal the decision that the board has made. You have every right to do that, and you can appeal our decision to the Court of Common Pleas.
Okay, and
Okay.
You will receive information in the letter. There will be a written notification to you of the decision that was made today. That written notification will include information on how to take or file an appeal. If you have any questions, you can contact the administrative office of the Board of License and Inspection Review, and someone there should be able to answer any further questions you have. And Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Walker has my phone number and my email address as well. I'm happy to field questions to the best of my ability.
Okay. Thank you very much. We need to move on to the next matter.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.
Have a good
God bless
evening. What's our next case?
Yep, moving to case 22 on today's list, HA 2025-000754 for 718 West Butler Street, Alexis Crespo Cruz.
Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon. Alexis Crespo Cruz. Alexis Crespo Cruz, 718 West Butler Street. Are you present? Anyone present representing the interests of 718 West Butler Street? No one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 718 West Butler Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 30th, 2025.
Thank you. Mr. Rhoda, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask that the matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
3:30 PM.
3:30 PM. Thank you. We'll poll the board regarding HA 2025-000-754, 718 West Butler Street, Alexis Crespo Cruz. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you. That resolves that matter. Thank you.
Moving to 31 on today's list, HA 2025-000-952 for 3632 North Lawrence Street, Joanne Irizarry. I'm going to spell the last name, Irizarry.
Thank you. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Kristen Patchell for the city.
Good afternoon. Anyone present representing the interests of 3632 North Lawrence Street? Joanne
am.
Irizarry.
I am. Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon, ma'am. Would you raise your right hand to be sworn?
Sure.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
So help me God. I do.
Thank you. Okay, just before preliminarily, 3632 North Lawrence Street. Are you the owner?
Yes.
Anyone else on the deed with you?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Ms. Patchell?
Yes, the city would call Inspector Banks.
Mr. Banks?
Busy guy.
Yeah. Also, ma'am, please pronounce your last name correctly for us.
Irizarry.
Irizarry? Okay, thank you.
Good afternoon, Inspector.
Good afternoon.
Where are you assigned?
City of Philadelphia License and Inspection, LSU, which is Litigation Support Unit.
As part of your role with the Litigation Support Unit, did you review a case file for 3632 North Lawrence Street?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does that property function as?
Auto repair.
And-
Excuse me, this is the court reporter. Pardon me. Did the witness need to be sworn again?
Oh, yes, he does. Thank you. Mr. Banks, do you swear or affirm the testimony that you gave and that you will give throughout this hearing will be truthful?
I do.
All right, thank you. Let's proceed.
Inspector, what does this property function as?
Auto repair.
Okay. As part of your duties with the Litigation Support Unit, did you review the case file for this property?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review any notices of violation?
Yes.
And did you review any intent to cease documentation?
Yes.
And did you also review all the photographs?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you recognize these documents if you saw them?
Yes.
And where are these documents stored?
In our Eclipse portal?
And are they kept in the ordinary course of business?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you review them in keeping with your role at the LSU department?
Yes.
Permission to share my screen?
Please.
And just as an offer of proof before I begin, just as a matter of reference, the board has Ms. Irizarry's appeal paperwork. She did not appeal the actual notice of violation, only the intent to cease. However, I will go through the underlying violations.
Yeah, before you do that though, is the operator of the auto repair the same person that's noted, Joanne Irizarry?
No, I don't believe so. I think she was issued both the NOV and the intent to cease as the owner of the subject premises.
Okay, but not as the operator of the business.
I don't take her to be the operator. We can ask her, Chairman Woodson. Good morning, Inspector. Or, sorry, I apologize. Do you recognize what's on screen there?
Yes.
Okay. This is City Exhibit 1. What is this document?
This is a violation notice in order to correct.
And who was it issued to?
Irizarry Joanne?
And is she the owner, or is that the owner of the subject premises?
Yes.
What was the date that this notice was issued?
This was January 19, 2024.
Taking you to the last sentence on the in violation paragraph or block, when was the correct by date?
Okay, you are ordered to correct the necessary repairs and take the necessary actions to correct the cited conditions prior to 2/22/2024.
Okay. And can you walk us through what violations were listed on this notice of violation?
Yes, first one is a lack of auto repair license. Second is compressed gas cylinders found during the time of inspection. Handheld portable fire extinguishers weren't mounted at the time of inspection.
And continuing to the next page.
There was a torpedo heater found at the time of inspection. All drums and tanks in the facility must be marked, and they must provide additional non-smoking signs throughout the entire shop.
And did the notice of violation list the specific location of the violations?
Yes,
And what was that?
at the entire shop.
And is the name listed there in location?
Location, the Midas?
If I could just direct your attention to violation F308.1.9. Do you see that there?
Yes,
Do you see the location column?
yes.
What, if anything, does that say?
Okay, 3632-34 North Lawrence Street, Sarmia Auto Repair.
Thank you. Inspector, were photographs also taken at the same time?
Yes,
Okay. And would you recognize these photographs if you saw them?
yes.
Okay. Court's indulgence. And before we move on to the next exhibit, Inspector, I just would like to direct your attention to what's been marked, same exhibit, but page 13. Was the auto repair also issued a notice of violation?
Yes.
And can you just explain to the board who the responsible party is on this notice of violation?
Osmar Dominguez?
Thank you. And was the address the same as the subject premises?
Yes.
Okay. Continuing to what has been pre-marked as City 2, do you recognize this photograph here, Inspector?
Yes.
And can you just briefly walk us through these photographs?
Okay. This is the front picture of a auto repair bay.
Continuing to page 17,
This is an electrical panel.
was an electrical panel issue noted in the violation notice?
Open junction boxes on approved conditions.
Thank you. Continuing to page 18,
No smoking signage.
continuing to page 19,
Another picture of the interior bay.
continuing to page 20,
Fire extinguishers unmounted.
continuing to page 21,
Here are the cylinders and unmarked containers.
page 22,
More unmarked containers.
page 23,
Combustible storage, auto parts,
page 24,
trash debris,
page 25,
torpedo heater,
page 26.
another cylinder along with the fire extinguisher unmounted.
Thank you. Page 27.
Looks like auto parts in its storage at the auto bay.
Thank you. Is page 28, does that depict the front of the shop, Inspector?
Yes.
Was a final notice of violation sent out in April?
Yes.
And at this point, had the majority of the violations been complied?
No.
Well, not all of the violations, but was there only one outstanding at this point?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recognize this notice of violation?
Yes.
This has been pre-marked as City Exhibit 3. Was this sent to Ms. Irizarry?
Yes.
And are there multiple copies of this notice of violation?
Yes.
And were they sent to multiple addresses?
Yes.
Okay. And Inspector, the original notice of violation or the initial was issued in January of 2024, correct?
Yes.
And the final was issued in April of 2024?
Yes.
And at any point, are you aware of an appeal of these violations?
No.
Okay. What violation was still outstanding in April of 2024?
The shop operator must obtain the proper required auto license.
Okay, so there was no auto license in April 2024.
Correct.
Okay. And I'm going to direct your attention to page 37, same exhibit. Was Yosmera Auto Repair issued a final notice of violation as well?
Yes.
Okay, and is that depicted up on the screen?
Yes.
Thank you. And was a photograph taken from March of 2024?
Yes.
I will direct your attention to what has been marked as City 4. Do you see that there, Inspector?
Yes.
Does it appear to show that the auto shop is still in operation?
Yes.
Did the Department of L&I go back out in March of this year and issue an intent to cease?
Yes,
And would you recognize that if you saw it?
yes,
Directing your attention to City Exhibit 5. Do you see that document?
yes.
Who was the responsible party listed?
Joanne Azaria.
Okay. And what was the correction that was needed?
Due to the nature of the violation cited, the notice of violation, there was an intent to cease operations due to the lack of the auto repair license.
Okay, thank you. And Inspector, as we sit here today, has a auto repair license been issued?
No,
Okay, thank you. Directing your attention to page 41, was this notice of intent to cease issued to the shop as well?
yes,
Thank you. And was the notice sent to Ms. Irizarry at multiple addresses?
yes,
Okay. And was one also issued to the occupant of the property?
yes,
And lastly, Inspector Banks, were photographs taken in March of 2025 in conjunction with the issuance of the intent to cease?
yes,
And do you recognize that in what's been pre-marked as City 6?
Yeah.
Do you see that on the screen?
yes, I do.
And was that taken in March of 2025?
Yes.
And directing your attention to page 51, what does this depict?
This depicts the letters of intent being given to the operator at the time.
Okay, thank you. I don't have anything further.
Okay, Ms. Irizarry, do you have any questions from Mr. Banks?
No.
Okay. Any additional witnesses?
No, the city would mark and move C1 through C5 and rest.
So moved. Okay, Ms. Irizarry, your opportunity to present your case.
Yes, okay, so basically, as far as everything that we needed to update in the shop, we did do. So fire extinguishers did go up, we did hang them. We did, the labeling, everything of that is done. As far as the license, auto repair license, I agree. We're already shut down. They already shut us down. So, basically what's going on there is because use and occupancy is holding me back because they're stating that I owe them a lot of money, which I'm trying to get that money to pay them. That's my issue. That's why I cannot get my license, my auto repair license. But at this time, we're already shut down, so I don't
Okay.
really.
Any cross-examination?
I don't have any cross.
Okay. The cease was implemented or was stayed by this hearing date?
Let me redirect that question to Inspector Banks. Inspector, is this shop currently ceased?
Yes.
As of what date?
Can we go back to the intent?
Yeah, I'll put one of the first intents to cease. Do you see that there?
Yes.
And
So March 14th, 2025?
okay. Does the appeal always stay the intent to cease?
Yes.
Okay. But they were ceased regardless? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, Ms. Irizarry, is there any reason why the shop opened without the appropriate licenses, et cetera?
Well, the whole thing was that we were in the process of it. We thought that we were going to get it done. And unfortunately, we did everything that the city kept telling us to do. I kept making appointments, kept going down there. Unfortunately, I had some other outstanding bills as far as in taxes and stuff like that on the property, which I took care of. Then unfortunately, UNO came, and that was another one, and that's a lot of money for me right now. I'm trying to see what I can do. I just finished selling.
Okay, but you aren't answering my question. Before you opened the shop,
right,
before the first auto was brought in for repair, why not acquire the appropriate licenses before someone started operating an auto repair business?
Well, you're right there. I mean, again, I was in the process and I thought we were going to be okay, but unfortunately that did not turn out that way.
Okay. How long has the
I
business
tried
been-
to, I'm sorry,
How long has the business been in that location?
since January
January of what year?
2023.
2023. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anyone else have any questions? Okay. Any final comments, Ms. Irizarry, before we ask the city for final argument?
No, nothing else.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Patchell. Any final argument?
Just briefly, members of the board, the first initial notice of violation went out in January of 2024. That was 14 months prior to the intent to cease. Ms. Irizarry unfortunately does not have this auto repair license that's necessary for the shop to operate. We would ask that you affirm the violation and affirm the intent to cease.
Okay, thank you very much. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-000952-3632 North Lawrence Street. Joanne Irizarry, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Thank you very much. Ms. Irizarry, the vote is unanimous, city affirmed, which means you lost your appeal. You may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to do that, call the administrator's office, and that phone number will be on the decision letter that you'll receive in the mail. Thank you very much. All the witnesses are excused.
Thank you. That concludes my business.
you.
Have a nice day.
You're excused. Okay.
Moving to 44 on today's list, HA 2025-001055 for 2958 Hurley Street, Brandon NGO.
Okay, do we have Brandon I'm pronouncing it all wrong. Sir, are you Brandon?
Yes.
Would you make sure that green light is on and pull it close to you? And then give us your name.
My name is Brandon NGO.
NGO, that's how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Raise your right hand to be sworn, please. Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sir, are you the owner of this property at 2958 Hurley Street?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you?
19.
19? Okay. Okay, we're okay. We're good. Okay. All right. Mr. Rotter, you have any witnesses?
Thank you. I believe the witness for this matter is Christopher Hogan, if he's still online.
Mr. Hogan, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
I do.
All right, thank you. All right, let us proceed.
Thank you. Mr. Hogan, could you just spell your name for the record?
Hogan, Hogan.
Thank you, sir. And who do you work for?
City of Philadelphia, Department of Licenses and Inspections for the past 7.5, 8 years.
Okay, and what's your position with the department?
I'm a certified construction plans review specialist, a building inspector, and a court liaison.
Okay, and in the course and scope of those duties for your job, are you familiar, did you become familiar with the property at 2958 Hurley Street?
Yes.
Okay, and were you able to make any inspection of that property?
I was by the property on November 12th.
Okay, and were you able to make it, well, let me just share my screen if I might. Can you all see that? Nope.
No.
All right, let me try that again. Let me stop sharing. There you go. Inspector, can you see what I'm showing here on my screen?
Yes.
Okay, can you identify what that is?
It's a violation notice, order correct, dated February 25th of 2025.
Okay. I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. And what is the violation for?
And they're missing there's no building permit. At the time it was a masonry wall, 6 to 8 feet. I'm getting dizzy. But they need to build it's actually a structure. It's not necessarily a wall now. They added to the cinder block component, and there's wood framing above. So it needs zoning and a building permit.
Okay.
Mr. Reuter, can I interrupt? I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr. Hogan, did you say you were getting dizzy?
I was looking at the papers go by.
Okay,
Sorry,
I
that
just
was
was
my-
concerned that maybe
I'm
you
sorry.
were.
I was getting confused, not dizzy. Sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to check you weren't.
No,
getting-
I'm good. I'm a little goofy sometimes, but I'm all right. Thanks for your concern.
Thank you, Inspector. Can you see what I'm showing here on my screen right now?
Yes.
And what does this depict?
This is the structure in question that the inspector wrote the violation for. It's at this point maybe an 8 to 10 foot cinder block wall with wood framing for a roof-like structure.
Okay, so would you say that in effect, this was an attempt to build an addition to the property?
Yes, an addition or a garage or a carport, but it is an addition. It's attached to the building. Yes.
Okay, and were you able to make any check of the department's licensing and permits system?
Yes, there's no zoning approval and no building permit for this structure.
Okay, and that remains the case as of today. There's still no permit applications open or no permits issued for either zoning wise or building permit wise for the structure?
Correct, to my knowledge.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay. Mr. Nago, do you have any questions of the building inspector, Mr. Hogan?
When my dad bought this
Oh,
house,
okay, now you can give a presentation in a moment, but at this present time, do you have any questions? If you don't have any questions, that's okay.
well, can I have more time to get the blueprints of that blueprint because I'm going to school and when I was in college, my classmate he introduced
Mr. Ngo, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're supposed, at this moment, as the chairman instructed, you're supposed to be considering whether you want to ask a question of Mr. Hogan based on the questions that he answered previously.
Okay then I guess my question doesn't.
Okay, the other issue you have, you can raise later, but for the moment, you don't have any other questions of Mr. Hogan?
No.
Okay, thank you. Any additional witnesses?
We do not.
Okay, all righty. Mr. Nago, tell us what your side of this thing. How did you wind up here? What's going on?
Well, my dad just sent me here to tell you guys can we get a little more time?
Okay, wait a minute,
for
wait a
the
minute.
for the
Let me
building?
ask you something. Is your name on the deed of the property? Or is your dad's name?
Mine.
Your name?
Yes.
So you're the legal owner of the property?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did the work?
Well, what's good? When my dad bought this, it already came with the wall and the roof.
And your family didn't add any additional masonry units or anything?
No. What is basement?
The cinder block, you didn't add any cinder block?
No.
Okay. When did your dad sell the building to you?
He sold it. Yeah, all I remember is the year was 2024. That's all I remember. Yeah, I don't remember like the exact date.
Okay, 2024. Okay, all right. Just want to confirm that. Okay. So what do you plan to do with that space? Anything?
The space.
Yeah, what do you plan to do? Why was the wall constructed, or do you know?
I don't know. My dad, he bought it like that. Like when he bought the house, it came like that.
Oh, it did? Okay. All right. Attorney.
Mr. Nago, if I'm saying that correctly, did you file the appeal? Did you fill in the form on the appeal to the zoning board?
Yes.
And if I'm reading your appeal correctly, it says you need more time. You're in the progress of getting a zoning and building permit. this was filed in March of this year.
Yes.
Did you do anything to get a building or zoning permit since March?
What's it called? I paid this guy 700. Like I said, in community college Philadelphia, my classmate, he introduced me to this guy that he said he'd make blueprint. I paid him like $700, and like he scammed me. So like I'm asking like a little more time for the blueprint and other stuff.
All right, so what you're saying is you tried, but obviously your efforts brought you in contact with someone who took advantage of you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hogan, a question for you. The inspection, was it evident that there's active construction work, or has this been, something that's been there for a while? Any sense of that?
I was there the 12th. I wouldn't say active. No.
Okay, any sense of how that space was used before?
I think it was just a like a rudimentary attempt to make a garage,
Okay,
like a
and
carport. It looks like it was, maybe not even intended to be shut at the front, just maybe like a carport, and that's speculation. But
okay, and given that it's a masonry wall attached to the building, which creates now a structure, that drives the need for permit and zoning. Is that correct?
correct. Yeah. At first, if the wall was there by itself at that height, it would have needed a permit itself. But now that it's attached to the building, it's considered an addition. So it's
Is it over 8 foot tall? The
Yes.
wall? It is? Okay. 10.6, okay. All right. So, Mr. Gold, what you really need is to get someone or professional who can help you legalize the structure, is essentially. And we can't give you legal advice, but you may want to consult a real estate attorney and or a real estate broker who can point you to professionals who can help you with this to get to the point of making some progress. Anything else? Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Ngo, how do you intend to use the space now?
User space. Well, use my garage just like get rid of the trash. Get rid of like this. We have a bunch of stuff in the garage. Get rid of it and like possibly like move our car and move our car inside. So yeah.
So it's your intention to use this as a garage or a parking space?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Oh,
you.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question.
I have a question.
This is the work was being done on the rear of a single-family house, is that correct?
This is a work on a single family house, you said?
Is there a house on this property?
Yeah.
Does someone live in the house?
Yeah.
Who lives in the house?
Me and my dad.
And this was an effort this wall was being constructed to help put a garage up so you could take your car off the street? Is that what you're saying?
No, when my dad bought it, the wall, it all came like that.
I understand. Okay. And you expected or hoped to park your car in that space?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
But right now, the rest of the property has a house on it, and you and your dad are living in the house.
Yes.
Thank you.
There's your question?
You keep saying your dad bought it. Do you own it or your dad own it?
My dad transferred the deed to me.
So he was the previous owner.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Roder?
The city's position here is, again, looking at the street views, it's not entirely clear. I guess it does appear that it's an adjacent lot that it's attached to that seems to be part of the same lot as the main building. This is RSA 5, residential single family attached, which is one of the more restrictive zoning classifications. It's basically row homes. And to get accessory parking in an RSA 5 typically is somewhat difficult. It requires access from a rear street typically, which means that if they're attempting to legalize this by getting a zoning permit, it almost certainly would, again, without doing a whole analysis, I would believe almost certainly would require a variance. So currently, the zoning board isn't going to, if you filed it today, you wouldn't get before the zoning board before May of 2026.
Wow.
The city, I mean, again, we don't, because there were no permits obtained for the structure, we don't know if it's safe. We don't know how long it's been up. It may or may not have been up when they purchased it. That's the testimony. I don't have any basis to refute that testimony. Again, I mean, typically it would be a situation where we might be willing to, ask for a city affirmed with a 90-day stay. But again, we're not getting before the zoning board for at least 6 months. So, I think we would ask that the violation be affirmed, and then, the city will make a determination of whether we wanted to proceed with any affirmative litigation to seek an injunction. The simpler solution would be to hire contractors to just take it down. There's not much there. It's just a cinder block wall with a wooden roof structure, and then get rid of that. That gets rid of the violation. And then if they wanted to build a garage, they're not really losing much money taking this down. In the meantime, then they can just go through the process in the proper way. Again, still probably going to require a variance, but at least they won't have the violation hanging over their heads. So we would ask that it be marked city affirmed. We'd be willing to give them 90 days to have it taken down. But I think any more than that, I think we don't want it up for another 6 or 7 months.
All right, thank you very much. Anything from anyone before we vote? Okay. We'll poll the board regarding HA 2025-001055, 2958 Hurley Street, Brandon Go. City affirmed with 90-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed.
City affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
City affirmed 90-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, sir, we will confirm. City affirmed means that you lost your appeal. Okay, but also we're giving you 90 days to stay the enforcement, any additional enforcement action, so you can make a decision as to what you want to do. You may decide to do what was suggested and just take it down, maybe the cheaper, more immediate thing to do, and then start all over with getting the proper design and architectural drawings to build a garage. But you're going to have to go through a complicated zoning process to accomplish that, okay? And so that's going to cost money, and it will take an extensive period of time to do it, probably a year or so to get all that done. But anyway, the vote is city affirmed with a 90-day stay of enforcement, okay?
You do have the right also to appeal our decision. You'll get a written notice, but you could appeal the decision that we made as well. It'll explain to you how to do that in the letter you received.
Okay, thank you very much. That
Thank you.
concludes our hearing on this matter. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you. And that concludes my business to say.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice afternoon.
You too.
Care.
Okay.
That should bring us to number 47 on today's list, HA 2025-001104 for 5440 North Marvine Street. Cherry Ashby, first name spelled Cherie.
Okay. Who's with the city?
Afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen for the city.
All right, thank you. Sherry Ashby. Sherry Ashby. 5440 North Marvine Street. Anyone present?
There's one person on the Zoom who has a phone number with a 610 area code. Is that Ms. Ashby?
That person's call is muted, so we don't know. Sherry Ashby. are you present? Is there any way to unmute the telephone number so we can confirm? Okay, the telephone number beginning with 610. Would you identify yourself?
Cyril Anyao.
Pardon me, repeat that?
Cyril Anyao.
Okay, so you are not Sherry Ashby. Okay, thank you very much. You can remute yourself. Okay, please confirm service for Sherry Ashby.
Yep. Appellants in this matter listed 5440 North Marvine Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on September 30th, 2025.
Okay, thank you. No response. What is your pleasure?
City respectfully ask for dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, alrighty. What time do we have?
4:05 PM.
Okay, just one moment. Okay, we will now poll the board regarding HA 2025-001104 5440 North Marvine Street. Sherry Ashby, this matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Oh, yes. Okay. Pardon me? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the phone number did.
What time?
What case is he?
Number 40. I think I heard
Okay,
you say
that
it was
All right, thank you very much. This current matter is resolved.
Thank you.
Okay, now I noted that there's a raised hand from the telephone call. Sir, would you identify yourself and what is your question? Six 8645286.
Okay, my name is Cyril Anyao, and I have here today for
Well, what address?
820.
What address?
At 7219 Woodland Avenue.
Okay, that matter was continued earlier today. Okay, so the hearing was
Okay.
continued to a different date.
Postponed.
Postponed to a different date. Okay, so you should
Okay.
call,
And they'll get a new notice.
yeah, you'll get a new meeting notice from the city.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's actually going to be listed on December 2nd because you had another appeal also listed for that same date.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And thank you kindly, members of the board.
Okay, is that our final matter?
That
Okay,
concludes
that
all matters.
concludes our hearings for today. Mr. Kelly, I think we're done.
Thank you, Chair and Board. Have a good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.